And we live. How we doing? I sound like a car right now. How we guys doing? How is everyone's day going so far? How we feeling? We are back at it again, baby, with another No Flightless live stream. How we doing, man? How's everyone doing? I don't know about you, but it is a freaking hot one today. I'm genuinely boiling. The only reason I'm not dead right now is because I have a fan that my girlfriend set up for me. You can't see it, but it's set up right next to me so I get some nice, cool air going my way. So a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more working conditions. I refuse to work under these conditions. But yeah, man, I'm freaking excited. We got another stream planned for all of y'all. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone feeling? If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like and make sure to share around this live stream with as many people as possible. Let people know that we're going live right now. Let people know that we're going live. And this is the place to be, especially if they want to go out and get extra chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway all for themselves. You guys already see it right there. Every $50 you spend will get you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway going on this week, this Thursday. Right, it's going to be absolutely insane. $500 on the line. It's freaking insane, right? That's a certified hood classic of a promotion we got going on there. But I'm also going to change it up a little bit for the duration of the stream. Only orders for the Hot Releases mystery box will be getting themselves 20 entries. Ordinarily, it only gets you 15, but for tonight only, I'm going to be doing this. It's going to be getting you 20 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. 20 chances of winning that prize pot all for yourselves. But again, it's only going to be going on for the duration of the stream. Right, only for the duration of the stream. So I'll link that in the live chat. But yeah, if you guys let me know also too how the audio is coming in. We just started right now, so let me know how the audio is coming in. I want to make sure we are nice, clear, audible, and crispy. Of course. But let's see who we got in the chat so far. RGK, what's going on, dog? I'm first because I'm the best, and the best is me because I can do backflips while eating food. Hey, I need to see a video, and you need to be posting that everywhere. Tag us so we can verify this because. If I don't see a video or like a pics or it don't happen, man. Pics or it didn't happen. That's cap, man. That's cap. Joseph Keen. Second, what's going on, man? If I buy 10 pistol boxes, is that 100 entries or like 120 since it's $1,200 and some change? For that, it depends. Honestly, to make it easier for us, I would say if you can, try to do 10 separate orders for a pistol mystery box and not just on one, because man, oh man, that's gonna get confusing. That's gonna be a nightmare to package up. But I mean, yeah, that would count. That would indeed count. I believe that yeah, it might be like 120 if you put it on one. It might be That's a good question, actually, Joseph Keen. I'm not 100% certain. I'm leaning towards the 120 just because. But, I mean, hey, that's up to you guys. Like, if you guys don't know what he's talking about, my man Joseph Keen, previous winner of a shopping spree giveaway, is, of course, referring to – I'm going to pull this bad boy up. Is, of course, referring to the Mayo Gang Airsoft Pistol Mystery Box. Again, we get $129 right now. You get 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, and you have a shot at winning, again, some really dope Airsoft pistols. It's a request-based mystery box, so put down in the notes comment section what it is that you're hoping to win, and you might be able to get your wishes granted. You might be able to get your dreams come true, because, again, we actually got a few slots on this bad boy for some SMGs, right? You might be able to go and get that SMG that you guys have been wanting for, right? Maybe been pining for. We've already done the first bonus raffle for this bad boy. We got 2 more bonus raffles to go, right? Once we reach those marks, then we'll be able to go ahead and give away even more stuff. So help us unlock it. Make sure to place your orders for these bad boys as well. And we have, just so you guys are a reminder, we have a ton of discounted items available right now on Airsoft GI. Literally, all you got to do is go to Airsoft Guns, right? You can sort it out for yourself. If you guys want to see all the shocker deals that are going to be ending tonight, all the deals that are coming to a close, those are also going to be ending tonight as well. Again, literally at the end of the night. At the end of the night. But I'm just saying it's perfect timing now. Right? It's perfect timing because, again, during the duration of the stream, every $50 spent be getting you 5 chances. Spend $50, that's 5. $100, that's 10. $150, that's 15, and so on and so forth. Think multiples of 50. You guys get the idea. Airsoft Info, third, Casual Airsofter, good to see you. Jed Rippy, Cutter Airsoft, my man, you know what's happening, Oh, God. The Ostrich, hello there. Jason, what's going on, Crazy J? Blackbird, good to see you again. Darktree, good to see you. Gnarls, hello. Squirrely Nuts, good to see you again, man. I enjoyed that last stream we had. It was very, very fun. Let's see, who else we got? XR Preacher, good to see you as well. Good to see you. Mind Control. What if I already bought a mystery box earlier today? Well, it depends on the mystery box. Remember, anything that you order $20 or more automatically counts as an entry. If you ordered one of the 2024 Platinum Hot releases earlier today, for example, like this one in particular, this one will be getting you the 15. It's guaranteed every single time we'll be getting you 15 entries into the shopping spree. It's just for the duration of the stream. If you place your order during this time frame, right now, today, like literally right now, you'll be getting 20. That's, again, only for right now. Only for right now. That's why it's so important to watch the live streams, man. It's always so important. And appreciate you swinging by, man. Appreciate you swinging by the live stream. Only Fidel, what's going on, man? Yeah, it has been a minute, dog. It has been a minute. Good to see you again, dude. Good to see you again as well. Let's see. All right, cool, guys. Yeah, again, biggest thing right now that I need help on. The biggest thing that we at GI need all your help on. Oh, God, where'd the rest of my stuff go? Where'd it go? There you go. There you go. I don't know where all my stuff disappears to. But yeah, the biggest thing that I genuinely need, me and the rest of the Mayo Gang, Boss Man, everyone, the biggest thing we at GI need a lot of help on right now is actually going to be getting the word out about what's going on at GI, right? That's the biggest thing. As you guys know, social media has been a uphill battle. It's definitely been an uphill battle for us to be able to go out and get the sort of exposure that we've been looking for, right? It was a lot easier back in the day. But with everything that's been going on, the political climate going on right now, obviously, regardless of what you feel, you guys got to admit that it is a bit of a travesty that we have to suffer because of it, right? Even though we literally just sell toys at the end of the day, right? But it is what it is, right? For whatever reason, social media content, or social media in general, deems our content as violating community guidelines, which is, we all know is not actually true. But we need your help to go ahead and share all this amazing content that we put out there, whether it be our mainline videos, shorts, live streams as well. All these live streams going onto your personal social media, letting people know that, hey, Airsoft GI is this really dope place. They sell these really cool airsoft guns, and they do these giveaways, and we're the only ones that actually do it. So it's a really, really big undertaking, right, to go ahead and continue to get the word out. But that's why we need everyone's help. And we appreciate everyone that has been doing it thus far. Every single one of you that's been letting your like little cousins or little brothers or siblings or your friends know, or maybe even your coworkers that, hey, I'm into this thing called Airsoft, right? You should check out Airsoft GI. That alone, that word of mouth is like the biggest weapon that we have right now in this struggle. It's the biggest weapon that we have, and we need everyone to go ahead and do their part and share this around. If you guys don't want to continue these shopping spree giveaways, all these live streams, all these amazing opportunities, more meetups and stuff like that's the biggest thing. We need to be able to see more and more support overall, and to see more of an influx of newer players as well, letting people know that, hey, we got the best deals around. We genuinely got the best deals around. So appreciate every single one of you. And again, if you haven't already, like the live stream, please and thank you. Thank you so much. Now, as per tradition for my Tuesday No Flightless live stream, this is a Q&A live stream as well. This is a Q&A live stream. Feel free to go ahead and put down your airsoft-related questions in the live chat. Just put the letter Q right in front of your question. Definitely makes it one hell of a lot easier of a job for me to see and identify if I see that Q in front of it. You can ask your question twice, but no more than that. Otherwise, it's considered spamming. You'll be kicked. We don't want to do that. Let's avoid that. Just ask your question. Be patient. I will come around to your question as soon as I possibly can. Whether you're looking for product recommendations on our website, maybe you are looking for my opinions on certain things, right? Or you just want to go ahead and ask me personal questions. I'm an open book. You guys are more than welcome to ask away. I love hanging out with all you guys. I love hanging out with every single one of you, right? I want to keep this conversation going. But I actually did have a talking point as well. If you guys could see the title, I'm sure all you guys saw it. The title of the live stream itself: Should Airsoft Change? Are there things about Airsoft that you're not the biggest fan of in general? I mean, not just playing-wise, but just the community as a whole. Maybe the way it's perceived, maybe the way that it's presented, like whatever it might be. It could be as specific or as broad as you guys want it to be, right? That's sort of the main talking point for tonight. Should Airsoft change, especially with, again, how things are going in terms of social media, right? And us trying to get more people into it. Should Airsoft itself change? Are there things about it that should change in order for it to be more, I guess, mainstream, or are there things that we should change to avoid it being? I'm just genuinely curious, just spitballing here, right? These are all just stream of consciousness things that are going on. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say about that. But like I was saying, as per tradition for my live streams, right, on Tuesdays, I do like to get a surprise guest in here. And this is actually going to be a first time for this person as well. I've been trying to reach out and bring more guests on, more members of the Mayo Gang itself, especially a lot of the guys that have been with us for some time, or a lot of the bigger supporters for us. And again, if you guys haven't been asked yet, don't worry, you're on the list. It's going to happen at some point. But I wanted to go down, this list of what came to mind at first. And this guy that I have on has been with us for quite a long time. Been quite with us for a very, very long time. He's one of the OGs in terms of one of our supporters, been a long-time viewer of these live streams, both when Cisco was hosting the majority of them, and now when I'm hosting them now. he's been with us for years, man. He's been with us for years, an absolute like sweetheart. He is constantly on it, right? And he's always working on some cool projects. He's very active in the Discord server as well. You guys know him as Cutter Airsoft. He is going to be my guest for tonight. Now, he is on the East Coast. He's in Florida right now. Yeah, that's East Coast. That's East Coast. Pretty sure that, right? That's part of the East Coast? I'm like fairly confident that is. Yeah, he's on the East Coast right now, so I don't want to take up too much of his time. I'm going to be talking to him for just a couple minutes. But again, guys, while I'm having this conversation, if you guys wanted to go ahead and put your input, for the topic at hand, feel free to go ahead and put some in the live chat. If you have questions, put in the live chat. I'll come around to your question as soon as I can. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get right on into this. I want to go ahead and give my man Cutter a call right now and see what's up. Let's see. All right, Cutter, let's go ahead and get this started, baby. I'm going to give him a call. Let's see here. Let me raise up the volume. Hello?
All right.
Hello?
Call.
Hello?
You there?
Oh, Jesus Christ. It went from like no volume to like all of a sudden way up there. Yeah, I got that one.
Hello? You there?
Oh,
Sorry, is my phone too loud?
No, you're good, dude. You're good.
Like all of a sudden way up there. Yeah, I got that.
Oh God, there's a lot of feedback. What the heck? It is so echoey. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that.
That's okay. I just turned down my computer.
Oh, okay, sweet. All right. Yeah, guys, let me know too if you guys can go ahead and hear him. Cutter, do me a favor. Give me a mic check 1 2 3. You want to make sure that people can hear you and you're nice and audible.
Mic check 1 2 3. Does that work? You guys hear me?
One more time.
1 2 3. Check. Boom boom boom.
Yeah, on OBS. It's reading that it should be good. It should be like good to go. We'll adjust it as we go by. But first of all, welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much, Cutter, for actually joining in on. I know it's late for you. I know it's really late. You were saying it's like what 10:40 right now.
Yeah, but I'm a night owl anyway, so I'm usually sometimes putting guns together at 1 o'clock in the morning, so it really doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. And again, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day. I know you're a busy guy sometimes, even though you are a night owl like me. I do appreciate you coming on. For all my East Coast guys that have come on, I really appreciate it. I know I'm keeping you guys up late, so I'll try to keep this quick. But guys, let me give you a little introduction, man. Cutter has been with us for a very long time. Again, one of the biggest supporters of the Mayo Gang itself. He's very active in our Discord server on the tech chats as well, giving recommendations. He's actually done, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, especially the regs, know that he actually worked on a lot of your personal guns as well. He does a lot of crazy projects as well. One of my personal favorites being that MGC4 we sent you out. That was cool. I saw the video. The lightning looks amazing on that bad boy. But yeah, man, he's one of the best techs that I know. Personally, he is an absolute genius. The freaking builds that he comes up with, man, are fucking insane. But yeah, man, why don't you go ahead and give yourself a little I'm rolling out the red carpet for you if you want to go ahead and plug your own pages or your own YouTube or whatever.
Well, thanks, man. You're blowing up my ego. No, I actually looked it up. The first thing I ever ordered from Airsoft GI was in 2019.
Damn.
So and it was a WeTech 7-inch Dragon.
Those guns are fun. Do you still have that?
Yeah, it's still one of the few guns I've never sold. It's one of the few guns that are still on my wall. I've built my wall up 3 times now, sold it twice, and now everything that's on it is all stuff that I definitely want to keep. But again, I'm a builder, so you throw the right price out for one of the guns on my wall, I'd be stupid not to sell it, because I can make another one.
No, I hear that. That is something that I know like firsthand, because I was best friends with the previous tech, and I'm friends with the current tech we have at GI, is that it's kind of hard for them to want to keep their stuff, because they're builders. You guys are builders at the end of the day. No matter what it is that you guys come up with, no matter how crazy of a build or awesome it might be, at the end of the day, it is something that more or less kind of has a price point, and you guys seem to have more fun, more than just playing, also just building the stuff out. Does that sound right to you?
Yeah, I actually I got into Airsoft like 6 years ago because at the time I was diagnosed with something wrong with my brain, basically, and the neurologist said it's good for me to learn things that I don't know about, stuff that I haven't done before, and I started watching actually like knife making videos, like Forged in Fire type stuff, and after watching that for about a year, I got kind of bored with it, and I saw a thumbnail for a box opening from a guy over in England, Airsoft Mike.
Oh, I love that guy.
And he was opening up an M4, and at the time, and I apologize to all my airsoft friends, at the time, I equated airsoft with paintball. I really didn't know there was a difference because I wasn't into either of them. I had friends that were into paintball, and it seemed kind of silly to me. The guns didn't look like guns, and you get hit with these big 68 caliber paintballs, and there's paint all over you. It just didn't seem fun to me. And all I thought was, that doesn't look like a paintball gun, and I clicked on that video. And I have been going down the rabbit hole ever since.
No, that's how it always starts. It always, from like the weirdest places, just kind of goes down this never-ending rabbit hole, whether it be for like teching side, the playing side, and even on the playing side itself, there's already multiple rabbit holes you can go down there. I totally get that, man. I totally understand that. But 6 years, so you've been at this for maybe not like the longest time ever, because I know some of our guys are like 10 plus, but you've been in this game for quite a while, so you definitely have like gotten acquainted with like, you know, being able to do projects and stuff. Are you more of an outdoor player, or are you more of an indoor player? I'm actually curious. I'm not too sure what the scene in Florida is like.
Florida, we have fields inside and outside everywhere. There's CIA in Tampa. There's Black Tiger. There's a couple of, there's Stampede Airsoft. They have Holy Cows Airsoft up in Newport Richey, just north of me. There's places all over the place to go down here. But I would have to say, if I'm playing, it's outside. I can't play inside. I'm not as fast as these young guys anymore, and I have a feeling playing indoor I would just get tore up. But outdoor, since I usually play more of a DMR role, and I've only been playing the last couple years. I was teching before that, and then finally got into playing because I had some friends that wanted to.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I mean, hey, you say that, but watch. Like, we somehow, if we can get together, like, get the whole Mayo Gang together, and we're able to do, like, a private game, like an indoor, how much you want to bet you would actually probably just fucking own everyone? I'm just saying, it's always the most modest guys that turn out to be the most skillful. I'm just throwing that out there. You never know, man.
I mean, I am ex-military, and me and one of the other guys that comes on here, he goes by Ghost.
Yeah.
He's ex-Army Special Forces, and he's gotten into it with me. And if you see some of my pictures, if you see the guy that's a little shorter than I am, that's him. That's Ghost. And we've gotten in together. He got an MGC4 Mark II from a mystery box, so he was stoked. And of course, he opened it up at my house, but it certainly didn't leave my house untouched.
He's like, oh, I gotta see this thing. I gotta absolutely get my hands on this. No, I get that. That's cool though. I actually didn't know that you had actually prior service. Were you also in the SF community, or what did you do? I'm actually just curious if you don't mind speaking about it.
No, not at all. I actually went in the Navy. I joined the Navy between I went to boot camp between my junior and senior year of high school. And I spent my senior year in high school in the reserves. This was back in 1986, 87. And then once I graduated high school, I went active. And while I was in the reserves, I was learning electronics to be an electronics tech. And then when I went active, I went into the nuclear tech program and became what's called a machinist mate, which is like a big fancy word for a plumber. But the valves that we were working on were 6 feet tall on 12-inch diameter pipes, housing high-pressure radioactive steam, so that was a little different.
Sounds a little dangerous, I'm not going to lie. Anytime you say radioactivity, I'm like, oh no.
Well, I was, unfortunately, I had an accident that took me down a flight of stairs with a gear locker and dislocated my left hip, and I was deemed unfit for active duty and was medically discharged from the Navy with an honorable discharge. I mean, I did have a few awards and things like that as I went through. So, I mean, I did a good job while I was there. It's just medically I wasn't able to do it anymore, and they kicked me out.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hey, you know what? At least your time spent there, I'm assuming it was mostly good memories.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I had a blast in the service, and it's basically because I was landlocked in Orlando with a desk job after I hurt myself. So I spent the last 6 months having somebody else pay my bills and able to party, and I kind of turned into a bit of a drunk. Glad I came out of that.
Thank God, yes.
But I mean, yeah, if you talk to anybody in the service, their overall experience is they wouldn't do it again, but the people that you meet and the friends that you make and sometimes the experiences you have are things you couldn't possibly do in a civilian life.
No, I get that. I get that. That's kind of a general vibe that I get from a lot of the friends that I know, even guys on my team that have actually done active service. But no, that's pretty cool. It's okay. So after that, kind of just we didn't discover airsoft until a lot later on in life. I'm definitely more of an outdoor player. All right, so I'm kind of getting the overall picture as a whole. Now, this is actually kind of interesting. That I had a topic actually for tonight's sort of live stream, and it was should airsoft change? And it's a very broad question. But in your opinion, is there anything about the airsoft thing? Because I can say you have been playing for quite a while, definitely longer than some players have. Because again, average turnaround time for people in hobbies generally is 2 years. So you've stuck with it for sure. Do you think there's anything in airsoft that you personally wish would change? Even if if this can be a total opinionated thing, there could be no facts or logic behind it. Just something that you yourself wish would change in airsoft, or you think should change in airsoft.
I think the openness of the fields is a good thing. Letting everybody in. Some people complain when kids play, and that's how the sport keeps going. If people gatekeep and scare people off, or try and get too picky about things with people, and make it seem like there's too many strict rules to follow, that can chase people away. And by doing that'll cause any hobby or social group to slowly die off. And as far as I'm seeing, at least here in Florida, and from talking to people on Discord, airsoft is growing. It's growing in popularity. More people are transferring from paintball to airsoft. And changes I'd like to see? Maybe fields all settling on some central rules for everybody. If it's an indoor field, it doesn't matter if it's in Washington or Florida, it's going to have the same rules, so that you don't have to change springs and FPS and guns depending on what field you're on. If all indoor did one thing and all outdoor did one thing and all milsim did one thing, and there were set rules for all fields, I think that would be great. But getting all the fields to agree to one set of rules, I mean, there's hundreds of fields across the country,
No, I get that. That's understandable. Have you had any bad experiences with that, where like you go to one field expecting it to be similar to another field, and like the rule set was completely different, or?
Oh no, I just see the difference in talking to people about what their field limits are for particular guns. If you're a sniper, a DMR, or SMGs, can they be full auto or not? And it's different from field to field. And I guess it's all up to the owner, or whatever possible maybe bad experiences that field had with something. They're like, okay, we can't allow this anymore because this guy got a tooth shot out or something, or everybody's got to wear face masks now to protect their teeth. I've been to fields that are like that. They're like, if you're over 18, you don't want to, well, that's your choice, but we recommend it.
No, I get that. I think having maybe like a standardized, like, okay, this is the golden rules for like airsoft every single field. I think that definitely would make it easier for some people to get into it. I actually do have a little bit of personal experience with this. There's a field out in Central California that one of my homies, Nick Waugh, he was like a ref there, and he's one of like the biggest, I guess, kind of like supporters of airsoft. And he's really trying to build out the airsoft scene in Central California. And the biggest problem they have with that particular field is that the price is a little costly, which, all right, fine, I get it. Prices can vary from field to field, right? But the problem is not only is the entry expensive, but you're also required to buy BBs on the field. You're not allowed to bring outside BBs, even if they are the same brand, which to me, that sounds a little, that doesn't really jive very well, I think, with most airsofters, especially since the BBs they sell in their pro shop are the exact same that you could buy elsewhere and for cheaper. They're like Elite Force biodegradable BBs.
Yeah, I understand, like a lot of the indoor places do that, and that's to regulate that everybody is using .25s or .2, whatever they count as their indoor limit. So I can kind of understand how they do that, but I mean, they're a business. They're there to make money too, and it's their field, so it's kind of, you got to follow their rules. If it's, you got to buy their BBs, well, then that's part of your cost for going that weekend. And like you said about buying stuff to get entries, you always need BBs. So, it's not like you won't use them. And
No, I get it. Yeah, no, it's true. It's one of those things again. Like it's like almost like movie theaters, right? Everyone assumes that like you get the or like movie theaters get the majority of their profits from like the cost of tickets, right? To go see these blockbuster movies, like the next Star Wars movie or the next like Avengers movie or something. No, not at all. In fact, they actually don't really make money off of that at all. They make money. All movie theaters will make money off of concessions, all like popcorn, your snacks and what have you. That's where the money is for them. So that's where their biggest profit margins are. So yeah, I get it, right? Again, a field is a field. You know, they are a business at the end of the day. For me personally, I've always just assumed that it's like, okay, if they want to make sure that you buy their own BBs, then that's fine. It was always just like the markups that kind of like, I look at them and I'm like, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Especially when, again, we sell like BBs that like literally the same bottle, the same brand, same amount, same everything. And it's like significantly cheaper. And it's like, it's you can tell it's sealed. It's not like someone opened it up, poured their own BBs or anything like that. That's one thing that I think I would actually agree with you. I think having a set rule set, I think would be better for pretty much everyone to get into, and it does make it a lot easier. But is there anything in terms of airsoft that you see though that you think should change, just to other than that? I mean, that should change in order to make it a little bit more, I don't know, maybe a little more accessible or a little bit easier for newer players to get into. Because for me, I mean, there's like a list of things that we could talk about, maybe should change or not. But I mean, I'm very curious to hear what you have to say. If there's anything more on that you have to speak on.
Well, to make it more accessible, it's hard for fields to spend a lot of money on advertising. And of course, they put out a lot of fields that I know have websites or they have YouTube channels, and they try and put stuff out there. But social media, I mean, it's funny. I know you know Scott Hollenbeck. I've talked with him at length about Facebook and Instagram and YouTube constantly zucking us for showing a picture that we have plastered all over it. It's a toy, and they're like, "We're trying to sell guns." No, I'm not. Oh my God. And it's just infuriating. So it's like, even if we try to get airsoft out there in the media and the mainstream so that people see it for what it is, that it's a sport, it's a game, it's a high-end game of tag, or cosplay dodgeball is something I've called it before. And it's a fun game. It's physical. It gets people out of the house. It teaches communication and friendship, team building skills. I mean, there's 1,000 reasons why it's a good thing to get into, you know, so that people aren't just sitting locked into a phone on a Saturday all day, or a computer screen. And that's one of the reasons I got into playing, is to get myself out of the house and get myself physically in better shape.
No, I 100% agree. It's funny that you say like it's a high-end game of like dodgeball or something, or like tag, because that is literally word for word, well, like one word difference. Word for word, though, what Frank from US Airsoft Field has actually said to us before. He's like, it doesn't matter if you're playing Speedsoft, you're doing Milsim, you're just a regular casual player. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we are all playing a glorified game of tag. That's all it is, right? And you're right. Like, you hit the nail on the head on that. Like, it is frustrating when no matter what you put with sort of disclaimers, any sort of like markings on it that letting people know that, hey, this is fake, that the shit is just always going to be judged very, very harshly on social media. And it most likely is like through AI. Again, with everything that's been going on politically, it is very difficult to get that out there. And whether people, again, are pro-gun or not pro-gun, doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's the fact that we're selling toys and we just happen to be victims of like whatever bullshit policy seems to be going on at the time. So it is very frustrating. It is very frustrating. It's funny you mentioned Scott Hollenbeck, US Airsoft, as well, because we've had talks with him as well, and we've seen it too, where like some streams where he does literally nothing wrong in terms of violating any sort of guidelines or anything, and just stream gets taken down completely, right? And it's been happening to everyone. So I want everyone to know, like, it's, you know, this is not even coming from me. He said it himself, right? Like, everyone in the airsoft industry is seeing this massive pushback against any sort of airsoft content. That's why we definitely need help, like, sort of pushing this out there. I didn't think there was anything that really needed to change in terms of how the material itself is being presented. Maybe if we all sort of got on the same page as far as how we push it, instead of like focusing on more of the competitive scene or competitive side of trying to push things, right, and how it's portrayed, maybe instead we focus on more aspects of that, right? The fact that it's like, hey, it's a team bonding, like physical outdoor activity that we can all do together, even though, you know, there's a lot of players that don't really play at field. You yourself said that you didn't really hit the fields until, like, you know, a couple of years ago. you started just teching. So maybe it's the way that we present on social media itself that like kind of do the same thing that sort of paintball did, sort of like an extreme sort of like hobby or something like that, but that has a lot of good behind it. I don't know. I'm always trying to find ways to like present it because I really want Airsoft to continue growing. I don't want this whole social media stunt right now to like really, really affect it to the point where we're not getting any newer players in.
Well, no, that's just it. See, that's where even with all the negativity we got to deal with social media, I've still seen a growth in airsoft in the area. I've seen when I go to the fields, each time I go, there are more players there. You know, like one weekend it was 20, then the next weekend it's 30, then the next weekend it's 40, and because people are calling their friends, going, "Hey, you got to come do this. This is just it's playing Call of Duty for real." You know, and it's you got to be good. You got to be honorable. I know that word isn't slung around a lot anymore, but you have to be honorable. When
we
you
should bring it around. We should give it a comeback. Make sure we start spreading that word around and start using that.
Yeah, because if the older people do it, the younger people will follow. Okay, and yes, in any social group, in any sport, you're going to have the spoiled brats, and that doesn't necessarily mean age. I've seen videos where the spoiled brats were 50 years old, and it was like, what is wrong with you? Grow up. You are playing a game with children with toy guns. What the hell is, you know? And I've seen some people just take it too extreme, and it's a game. It's a game. At the end of the day, it's a game.
No, 100%. I've seen, it doesn't matter. A person can be like super young or super old, doesn't matter. People can be like just assholes on the field, like no matter what age they are, right? I've seen grown men like way older than like either of us, right, that are literally acting like small children, right, throwing hissy fits, and that doesn't do any good. It doesn't do any good, right? And it's just, if anything, that's just toxic player behavior that should not be replicated in any way. If any of you guys see that happening on the field, just don't get involved. Just don't get involved. Don't give them the attention.
Yeah.
It's just not going to do anyone good, right? It's not going to do anyone good. Same, ain't stop posting videos and fighting to keep them up. I just saw your thing in the live chat. No, it's true though. Like again,
Yeah.
like it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anyone good. And you're right. I will say that there is still, despite all the bullshit that we get from social media, despite all the pushback that we receive from the platforms themselves, we still see a growth. We still see players getting into it. I think the biggest thing that we really want to try to do, because obviously, you know, we are a business, we do want people's business, but I do want to see more, I guess, like of a community sort of feeling from the airsoft community, especially from the younger kids. And I'm starting to think that maybe they just don't know where to go, because a lot of these individual YouTubers, not throwing any shade on them, maybe they just don't know, or they don't really focus too much on building the community itself. I know I do see guys like, you know, US Airsoft World, RGK, that do a really good, especially RGK, my man, you putting in work, dude. But like, I don't really see too many of them focusing on the good of the community versus, oh, hey, check out this really cool thing that I did, right? It's very self-centered. Maybe that's one thing I would change about Airsoft. Maybe Airsoft content creators should focus more so on the community rather than, hey, look at this really cool, sensational thing that I'm doing, or look at how many kills I get, you know?
Well, that's kind of why when I first got into this and I started doing custom guns, and I won a replica, not a gun.
You're good.
From 6mm Badger, actually, and it's funny that I won one from him because I did a replica for him, and it's on his YouTube page. It was basically, it was one of the first, I think it was like the third replica that I did for somebody else that, you know, it wasn't one that I did on my wall.
Sure.
And I made a mistake on that one, and I even posted a video about my mistake. I put the new sector gear in his gearbox without a magnet, so it was overcycling, and you can hear that in the video, in the end of his video when he fires it. But he did get that fixed. But again, I made a mistake and I called myself out on it. You know, I did this, and I'll make sure that in my repertoire of things that will never happen again.
And you're human too, man. Like at the end of the day, like good on you too for owning stuff like that. Cause like, hey, even us, right? Like we'll make a mistake every once in a while. You kidding me? Like I do my best to make sure, like I recover and that I make up for it, whatever it might be, whether it be at work or like on the field. Like we all human, right? Like that is human nature. We are bound to make mistakes, no matter how perfect a system might be, no matter how much control we might think we have. That's just chaos theory right there. That's literally chaos theory. Something's gonna happen.
A gearbox is a working model of chaos theory.
Yeah, dude, I like that. Actually, I want that as a shirt now. That's a good quote. All right, man. Let's see. What time is it over there for you right now?
It's 11 o'clock, but it's no problem.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'll wrap this up quick, and I'll go ahead and do like a few more, like just a few more quick questions, and then I'll go and let you go. I do not want to go and keep up more of your time, man. I do appreciate you staying on from the areas here. But okay, there was a few more questions I wanted to go ahead and ask. One, I just got to go ahead and get this out there. Mayo Gang MGC4. Mayo Gang MGC4, you've gotten one, right? You've gotten to go on, I know you've gotten to tinker around with yours as well. This was a gun that, again, we looked at all of you guys in the community. You definitely played a part in this as well, because, again, you were active in the live chats. You were active in the Discords as well. So now that you've definitely worked on them before, now that you've played with them as well, what are your honest thoughts about it? Because, again, I want people to know how good this thing is, so I want it to come from someone else that's not me. So what do you have to say about the Mayo Gang MGC4s?
Okay. I bought the first one from the first run. Or not the first one, but I have one of, I think you only did 88, and unfortunately 2 of those got stolen, so now there's only 86 of them. And I've modified that a lot, but when I got it, it was already a banger out of the box, and for the value you got for the price, for both the metal build, the custom, the custom stamp on the side of Cisco's face in the Mayo jar, and just the ease of which to upgrade it, which is what I do. And now mine, it does fantastic, but that's because I upgraded it. But it was good out of the box. But with any system, it doesn't matter. There's always stuff you can make better, and that's what I try and do in my builds. But both of them, and then the Mark II came out, and that was even better. All the upgrades that you guys made, the better motor and everything like that, excellent choices. And I was just really surprised that a sub $300 gun, when it's on sale for $285, it's fantastic out of the box, and it doesn't take much. Like you said, you put a unicorn barrel in it with a unicorn bucking, and I always use a flat hop nub, and even just that turns that gun into almost a field cheat code.
Hell yeah. I knew, like, at the end of the day that yours was definitely going to be modified. Again, your performance is definitely not going to be the performance you would get, right from the get-go. Because I know you. I know Tex. They're immediately going to go open it, maybe shoot around with it a little bit if we're lucky, maybe play with it once, and then they're like, all right, cool, this is cool. But I'm going to want to change everything. I knew that coming in. I just wanted to make sure that, to a Tex standard, someone is as detail-oriented as you are, that opening it up, it was not difficult at all to go in and put in the parts that you wanted to. I'm sure there are plenty of like other guns out there that shall not be named, I think we all know, that are a nightmare to go ahead and do the same amount of upgrade work.
Well, anything that doesn't have a quick change spring is a nightmare. That's just period, because you got to have like 3 hands and a couple tentacles to hold everything into place.
Isn't it crazy how spoiled we've been? And you're not the first person that says that either. Like some of our techs, that especially when they came in before they worked with GI for us, they were so used to working on just ordinary gearboxes, and then after like 1 year of working at GI, right? Because they see so many new guns now that are coming in with quick change springs. So anytime they would get an older gun, they're like, I don't miss this at all. I don't miss this at all. This sucks.
Yeah, my own personal, I got a G&G PW 15 Honey Badger that I've completely reworked, and when I started to try and work on it, I noticed it didn't have a quick change spring gearbox, so I bought a whole new gearbox because I just didn't want to deal with it that badly.
Man, fuck this gearbox.
I kind of felt like a cheat, but I was like, no, I know I can do better, and I got the $60, so I bought,
Dude, that's so fun. Man, fuck this gearbox. Fucking ditch it. That's hilarious. So you just have a spare G&G gearbox just lying around.
Actually, yeah, it is. It's sitting next to me. I still have it sitting here. I got my own little boneyard to the right side of my desk that I can pick into anytime to find spare parts sometimes for things. I got a whole 2 different bins of screws and springs and just everything from builds that were left over. So, and because you never know when you might need it or can use it, and I'm a pack rat, so.
Dude, I feel that. I am 100% a pack rat as well. I have so much shit from like other guns that I have, like parts that I've just like from old builds that I have just sitting in my garage. No, I 100% understand, and that is true. If any of you guys want to be tech builds in the future, don't throw away your parts. Keep them. You never know when they might come in handy in the future. But all right, Cutter, dude, thank you so much again for joining me on this live stream. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I do apologize for keeping you up late. I know you're a night owl, but still, common courtesy. I don't want to keep you up so late. So, very much appreciated, dude. Very, very much appreciated. Where can people follow you if you have any sort of like content that you like to put out there? I know you have a YouTube channel. I'm giving you the red carpet, you know, so if you want to plug yourself.
Yeah, I got Cutter Airsoft on YouTube and Cutter Airsoft on Instagram. And real quick before you go, I just wanted to say that my emblem, the gray circle with the patch, I think I sent you guys a bunch of patches.
What?
That patch was used to raffle off that gun that I got from 6mm Badger after I worked on it. Grimlock actually won it. And he did a video on it, but I used that to be a fundraiser and raised $820 for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Damn, dude, that's impressive. That's really freaking cool, dude. And again, appreciate those patches, dude. That's freaking, oh, dude, that's so nice, dude. That's so freaking cool.
Like I said, when we were talking about getting Airsoft into the mainstream, I wanted to show it can be used for other things, you know. And I want to do another one. Mm-hmm. I want to do another patch raffle. I already have a custom patch designed for it, and I want to do it, and this time do it for something like Wounded Warriors or something like that.
Dude, that would actually be pretty sick, and it's kind of an easy thing to like transition to, right? From like, or to kind of like market as well, right? Where it's like, yeah, this like airsoft toys, the fundraiser for Wounded. Dude, that's really cool, dude. And honestly, like, hell yeah, that's freaking sick. We might give that, if when you do that, when you put that together. We can see about giving you like shout outs and like letting people know, hey, check this fundraiser that this guy's doing. Like, hell yeah, I would love to go ahead and give you a shout outs on that, dude. Hell yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And like I said, and what was cool about it is I had people buying patches that weren't Airsoft people. When I told them what it was, they bought patches anyway. And then they went and looked up Airsoft. So that was trying to get it out, you know, another way to try and get it out there more.
All right, yeah, that might give us some ideas. Maybe we do some type of small fundraiser or something, you know, work with an organization, see what we can do, and get people on into it. No, that's actually a good idea, too. I'll definitely bring that up to Boss Man as well. But all right, man, I'll go ahead and let you go here, dude. Thank you so much for, again, joining me, and I do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to go ahead and join on the call. I had a lot of fun.
No, I had fun, too. Thanks. I appreciate it, Jason.
No worries, dude. You have yourself a good night. Or, you know, if you're going to keep watching the stream, just hang out here. You're good to do it.
You'll see me text you now.
Yeah,
right, I'll talk to you later.
Sounds good. All right, man. You have yourself a good night. All right, there you go. What an absolute joy. What an absolute darling to go ahead and talk to. But yeah, guys, again, what do you want to go ahead and have change, or what do you think should be changed in Airsoft? Whether it be just more of a personal preference thing, maybe something that can change to get more players on into it. I'm just genuinely curious to hear what you guys have to say. But again, we have the promotions going on right now over to my right. Every $50 you spend, we'll be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, right? That's 5 chances for you to win $500. $500, that's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money. You found $500 on the sidewalk I am picking that shit up. I am fighting you for that. I am doing full-on Mortal Kombat moves, finishers, right, just so I can go ahead and get that money. I'm telling you, man, $500 is $500. So I'm just saying, if you want to go and win that out for yourselves, you got to make sure you place those orders now, especially for a lot of our discounted items, guys. So much shit is going to be discounted right now, right? Not only just the daily shockers either. So much stuff. Odds are, if there is a airsoft gun that you really like, it's more than likely going to be discounted, right? Especially, have you guys seen the deals on the Gen 2s and Gen 3s and even the Pro Line series? It's insane. It's crazy. But again, these deals are ending in literally like 4 hours. a little over 4 hours, so make sure you get your orders in now while you guys can. And again, if you guys want to go in and get even more entries into the shopping spree giveaway, the 2024 Platinum Hot Releases Mystery Box, I'm giving you 20 entries only for tonight if you order this during the duration of the live stream. 20. It only normally gets you 15, but 20 chances. Fucking insane. Crazy, man. It's freaking crazy. And what exactly can you win from this mystery box? I'll show you. I will show you. You can follow along with me. Oof. I downed that LaCroix. I'm not going to lie. I absolutely shotgunned that LaCroix. Grand prize of 2 Mayo Gang MGC4s, built out customs, ready for you to go. Wolverine MTW, right? Absolutely beautiful, stunning, amazing performance. Pre-built HPA gun right from the get-go. Elite Force M3 gas launcher, the gun that I used to kill Cisco with. You can copyright that. I killed Cisco with it. PC-1 Storm pneumatic sniper rifle. LCT RPK-16, my favorite of the new LCTs to come out recently. And all the new LCTs on this list are going to come included with the pre-installed Gate Aster. Very, very cool. And all the updated internals, so freaking sweet. KWA F90, right? So much good shit in here. The 3 latest color iterations of the Mayo Gang MGC4 Mark 1s, the black and red, the solid bronze, and the black and bronze, my favorite one. And of course, the PMG5 minigun. Again, if you guys want to just see something fucking cool, look at this. Look at this bad boy. It's so cool. It's so freaking sick. The easiest LMG to get into. Literally, you don't gotta upgrade it. You don't gotta do nothing. Just buy it. $289.99. It's less than $300. Easy. Freaking easy, bro. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Life is not a breezy. Oh god, my throat. I'm feeling kind of queasy. Oh, I got bars. Anyway, I'm gonna move on from that. Because that was too cheesy. Anyway, okay, I'll stop rhyming. I'm not a rapper. All right. Let's go on through here. Again, guys, if you have any airsoft-related questions, feel free to go ahead and let me know in the live chat. Put the letter Q right in front of your question. Definitely makes it a heck of a lot easier for me to see and identify. Let's go ahead and answer a few. Moises Hernandez, hey, how was your night? Thank you so much for asking, Moises. Mine has been going very well, actually. I had a good day at work today. I got some work done. Got a lot of stuff done. Yeah, I enjoy streaming. Like, I've been having a good night. I had a decent dinner tonight. Had some steak and some salad with a nice little reduction sauce that I made from it as well. Right on top of my steak. It was good, man. It was very good. It was very, very nice. 0926, in search of a Wolfsbane 1911 in SoCal. Ooh, Wolfsbane 1911. That's a good pick. I don't know if we still have those. I know those were going for a while. Let me see if we still have those available. Wolfsbane. I misspelled it. Wolfsbane. If I spelled it right. Damn, yeah, it looks like they are still sold out at the moment right now. Not too sure when we're going to be getting a restock on those bad boys. But if you did want something fairly close to the Wolfsbane, honestly, if you want to save yourself a little bit of money too, Army Armament, yes, 1911. I spelled that right. I'm not dyslexic. Army Armament 1911. Yeah, go for the Full Metal R32. I'm not even joking. These things are like, it's basically the same thing, man. It's basically the same thing. I'm telling you. The only thing, obviously, the thing you're not going to be getting is getting like the Wolfsbane logo on there. But honestly, I kind of prefer it plain. To be honest. And again, you were getting the same style magazines, and you can get the magazines individually too. They're Army brand mags, so you can get the black and gray, which is the one that we're looking at right there. That one's discounted too for less than $100. I'll put that one in the live chat. For you as well. 0926, put that there. But honestly, if you wanted to get a solid black one as well, you can go just go for the straight black one. I think that one looks clean too. I think the straight black is my personal preference, but the black and gray is also really cool. Or if you prefer tan, you can also go with that one too. Some people actually do really like this. I'm not the biggest fan of this colorway. I honestly prefer the all black, but again, the black and gray is still a solid color nonetheless. Again, you're getting basically the same things. Obviously, no comp, but I believe that comp you might be able to source individually. Let's see here. I'm not a tech, but I already have a bunch of parts. Yeah, man. You starting your collection early. What have been people getting from the Platinum Mystery Box? The Platinum Mystery Box, you are getting the prizes off the list here. You are guaranteed to win something off of this specific list. Only guns off of this specific list and nothing else, right? Again, it's not going to be a surprise where it's like, oh, yeah, you got something that wasn't even mentioned before. No, we're not like that. It's not how we do business. We're letting you know exactly what it is that you could be receiving from the mystery box itself, right? The lowest costing prize is going to be equal to the value of what you paid for the box itself, right? No one's getting skimped out on the prize or anything like that. You are guaranteed, bare minimum, at the very least, if nothing else, right? And again, I'm just saying, majority of these guns are more than the actual cost of the box itself. So it's a win. It is a win. J, my whole S25 build is product of Cutter's Boneyard. Yeah, dude, again, like Boneyard pieces. There are sometimes you can make whole, if you have a big enough Boneyard, you can make whole airsoft guns just from that. Just from that. And Jason, I did get your message too. We did get your message for the Puff Dino restock. We haven't received any word as far as an ETA on those as of yet. But yeah, nothing as of yet in terms of when we're going to be getting those. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks. But honestly, again, like just we haven't received any sort of ETA. We're waiting for them to be able to go ahead and source more. They have to go ahead and ship them and everything. I think they might be on the water, but again, we haven't received any sort of like confirmed ETA or anything like that. Nothing as of yet. Let's see here. Yeah. And remember, guys, promotion going on. Every $50 you spend, getting you 5 entries. Only had a few people placing their orders. Only a few people getting their orders in and getting those extra entries. I'm telling you, you guys want that $500 prize pot all for yourself. You got to get those orders in now while you can. Remember, all it takes is one $20 or greater order, and that's literally it. All it takes is one $20 or greater order, and you can win. If you guys have actually seen the video that Zubinel sent us, oh god, that Zubinel sent us on our Instagram, you know, on all our social media platforms, he let everyone know that, like, hey, if you are not, you know, watching the live streams, if you're not getting those orders in, odds are you're not going to win the live stream. It is a fact, right? However, the minute you place an order and you watch a live stream, you are already eligible to go ahead and win the next shopping spree. You are already, in fact, having a higher chance of winning because for whatever reason, even he knows that newer players just have this beginner luck that's on their side, man. They just have this beginner luck that's on their side, and that persists, right? That is going to 100% be a factor in every giveaway that we do. Beginners have a lot of luck. We've had so many previous winners win, and they were like first-time shoppers. All they got was like a bag of BBs, a can of green gas, maybe a $20 gift card or a $50 gift card, and that was like it. That was literally all they got, and they could have taken home the glory, but they weren't there during the live stream, which, you know, is on them. At the end of the day, we make this very easy for everyone to win. Make this very, very easy for everyone to get their entries in, to be able to go and take home that prize for themselves. But it's up to you guys if you guys want it or not. So get those orders in now while you guys can. Remember, if you order your 2024 Platinum Hot Releases box, that's getting you 20 entries. That's getting you 20 chances of winning. There's a good amount of airsofters walking away from YouTube and Instagram. Yeah, man, I mean, I could definitely see why. It's getting a little bit harder. It's getting harder to get content out there when the platforms themselves don't really want to share your content in the first place, right? It is definitely a lot more difficult, and I totally understand. I don't really blame them, too, for walking. I definitely will say that I do respect a lot of the guys that are still there regardless of that, and that just are on the platform because they want to be and not so much because, oh, yeah, I want to turn this into a job or something, which nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But I do like it when it feels more genuine when it's coming from a place of, hey, I want to actually be here. I don't care about, you know, how many views I get really at the end of the day. It's more so about just doing this because it's fun and because I enjoy it. There's something to be said about that I really respect a lot, too. I'm glad my field doesn't require me to buy their BBs since I bought like $200 of BBs from you guys. BBs for life, XR Preacher. No, dude, hell yeah, dude. And again, we're the number one BB supplier, baby. We're the number one BB supplier. Because, again, we're the only airsoft retailer that rewards you with shopping spree giveaways, man. The only place that does. If they're going to require you to use their BBs, it needs to be included in the ticket. That's what I'm saying. I agree with that 100%, Jason. If they're going to make you pay for the cost of entry, right, if they're going to like require you to like use their BBs, they should include it in the cost of entry itself, right? That should be included. Because that also is like, all right, in my opinion, that's a little scummy. I get it, but it's a little scummy. A lot of fields around here in southeastern VA do seem to follow the same set of rules. Only minor difference between their like bio, non-bio, only pyro, and binary triggers. I don't know how I feel. I think this is my opinion. When it comes to like binary triggers or just full auto or like burst fire modes, you know, stuff like that that's outside of your very traditional, like, you know, just semi-build, I think it's okay. I think it should be allowed, especially I think for like PCCs, PDWs, any sort of like specifically pistol calibers. I'll say this: SMGs and pistol caliber stuff, I feel like should be allowed to do burst fires and should be okay. There really shouldn't be any sort of issue because again, you are rocking a much smaller platform. But that's just me personally. A lot of the fields that I like to play at actually do have that rule where if you have an SMG or any sort of like PCC pistol caliber carbine, you are allowed to use burst fire modes, binary trigger, but it has to be electronically programmed. It has to be electronically programmed of some kind. It can't be like, oh yeah, I'm holding down the trigger on full auto for a few seconds. Because I mean, I get it. They've had previous incidents before where people have just abused the rule. So, all right, keeps going through. Fish Stickum also, does the Baba Yaga 2 have the threads within the barrel comp? No, it does not. It does not have inwards threads. Unfortunately, we found that out. To be honest, though, I wouldn't even really want to put anything on the Baba Yaga 2. The Baba Yaga 2, as is just one of those guns that just looks so freaking sick. Baba Yaga 2. Right, I get it, right? Like, I get it, maybe some other pistols with the style of comp might have it. But this one does not. And honestly, I kind of prefer it that way. For me, personally, the idea of going with a pistol, I'm trying to be as low profile as possible. I don't know if I personally would want to add a trace unit on there, just because, again, that does kind of make the gun have a much larger profile at that point. And that's not really my thing, but I do understand for other people why they might want it, especially if they're going to be primarily using it indoors. I would say at that point, just go the alternative route. There's always going to be that debate, what's more useful, trace units versus a flashlight. I'm definitely more team trace units, but a flashlight would be very helpful as well. I definitely think a flashlight could be a very, very good secondary option as well, especially if you get a really nice quality one, which we do sell on the site as well. Again, if you guys are looking for accessories, go onto the accessories page here, right? You can find a bunch of stuff on here, flashlights, mock suppressors. There's even a whole section for trace units. Again, just plenty of stuff that is going to be discounted. The Baba Yaga is discounted too. It's $152.99. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Again, it's another shocker deal that is going to be ending in about 3.5 hours. So get those orders in now while you guys can. I'm just saying, you guys got like a little over an hour until the live stream ends and these promotions come to a close. So best get those orders in while you guys can. Let's see here, make sure. Austin Rackley actually just purchased his 2024 mystery box. I've been a paintball player looking to try out Airsoft now. Seems like Airsoft has changed a bit since I last had an Airsoft gun like 12 years ago. Oh, yes, Austin. There are definitely some changes that have happened in the Airsoft scene in terms of what you get now. I would say this, if the last time you played was 12 years ago, the quality of Airsoft guns alone, right, especially guns that are like made nowadays, like they are significantly better than the guns that used to be made previously. They are. They just are. The level of quality that you're getting now and the amount of value you get, when you look at brands like Arcturus, Specna, Lancer Tactical, even KWA, right? Even KWA, they've always been pretty good in my opinion, but especially now they do offer more affordable options, that are solid, like actually like legit competitive out the box. I'm all here for it, man. I'm all here for it. I think that's sort of the biggest trend that we are seeing. More affordable and more value out the box, to get more new players into this hobby, which I think is the right way to go. I definitely think it's the right way to go. As a consumer, you want to make sure that you're making a good investment in your Airsoft gun, because while a lot of this stuff, while we may say that, $152.99 is affordable, which for Airsoft it is, it's still definitely a lot more than your like average Nerf gun. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely want to make sure that people are getting the right thing and they don't feel like, they have any second thoughts or get buyer's remorse or anything like that. So I think the quality that you're getting now really helps offset that. Remember, guys, if you also have any Airsoft related questions too, again, outside of this live stream, maybe you had an issue with your order, or maybe you were looking for product recommendations too, after this live stream is over, or, at any point, feel free to use the new live chat function on the website. We have a brand new live chat function on the website. You guys can go ahead and click that. It's going to be on the, I wish I could go ahead and show you. It's going to be on the very bottom right-hand side. There's going to be a little text bubble. It's in blue. All you got to do is hit that, and you'll be able to go ahead and start messaging away. It is a live chat function which allows you to chat with any member of the GI crew. You could be talking to Cisco. You could be talking to myself. You could be talking to literally any of the boys here in the marketing department, or any of the guys in Storefront, right? Or any of the RMA department as well. Literally everyone is on it. Everyone is using it. So we are making sure that all hands and all eyes are on the live chat feature. So you guys will getting guaranteed that you will be getting a response. Now, bear in mind, you still have to adhere to our business hours. If you're more than welcome to leave a message, and we will be able to get back to you as soon as we possibly can. But our business hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you should be able, if you message us within that time frame, you will be getting a response back very, very shortly. We try our best to make sure that we are 100% caught up on all messages on that, which I can confirm. By the time we left, we were 100% caught up. So again, if you guys want to go ahead and, didn't want to use social media to get a hold of us, you didn't want to join the Discord server, I don't know why you wouldn't. Again, so many perks of being on the Discord server. But in case you didn't, right, feel free to go ahead and use that live chat function. It's right on the website. You don't have to have an account or anything. You can just type away, and you guys are good to go. Very, very convenient and very easy to use. I think it's a step in the right direction because I know some people really don't like using social media in general. It makes sense. How old does Bobby Yaga 2 accept TM, spec mags like Golden Eagle, Jags for fish take them easy, very easily. Now, here's what I would say about that. Though, to be honest, is that it is going to perform much better with its own magazines, with CO2 brand magazines. It was a CO2 system designed to be compatible with green gas, but it excels and is designed for CO2 through and through. Now, with the TM spec style magazines, it will function and it will work. It will feed. We've tested it before. Actually, if you haven't seen our video regarding the evolution of CO2 pistols, including the Bobby Yaga, I think we literally call it the pinnacle of CO2 pistols, right? I hosted that video. I was actually very proud of it. Make sure to go and check it out and leave a like on it. Thank you very much. But yeah, that is definitely one video I'd recommend checking out. But in that video, we show the difference in using a green gas magazine versus a CO2 magazine, and CO2 will always be a lot snappier, a lot faster on the return of the slide. The green gas will work, but it is going to be a little bit slower. It's going to chug a little bit harder. Just because, again, there's a lot of weight to it, right? It is a system that is designed for CO2 at the end of the day. But if you really wanted to just save some money and just have those green gas magazines, if you already had them right in your collection, you just wanted to use those, yeah, it'll work with it, no problem. It should have no issue with functioning with those magazines. All right. Let's keep going through. Remember to go ahead, guys. Again, promotion going on through. You got a little less than an hour left of the stream, so get those orders in now while you guys can. All right, make sure to miss anything. Cutters build are pretty damn sick. Yes, they are. Absolutely. Gave me the starting formula to build up my Lancer Archon. Hell yeah. Make sure to miss anything. When are we getting another Isaias? Joseph Keenan, when are we getting another Isaias box? I don't know. Do you guys want another Isaias mystery box? Do you guys like those? I genuinely I made sure that when when it came to those Isaias mystery boxes, I put those together. I fought tooth and nail to grant everyone's wishes as much as I possibly could. Literally, I was like fucking fighting to make sure. I was like, I need to see if I can find something that'll work within his budget that'll still give him what he wanted. I worked so damn hard on that box. I'm glad you guys liked them. I'm glad you guys did like them. If you guys don't want them to come back, I just need to see a little bit more requests. Maybe just put on the Discord, right? Do like all right, poll. How many of you guys want to see a return of the Isaias private collection mystery box? If you guys want it, we could see what we can do about making that happen. Yeah, it's possible. All right, keep scrolling through. Make sure you're missing anything. I know I missed quite a few while I was doing the Q&A section. What changes do you think us as airsofters do shift YouTube to not be so hard on our content? I don't know if there's anything that realistically we can do in terms of just like the average Joe Schmo. Not too much, maybe. I mean, if there's any sort of like, that's going to be tough. That's actually a very good question, Squirrely Nuts. I mean, in general, it's always going to favor like more popular opinion on stuff, right? Platforms are always going to favor popular opinion at the end of the day. What's going to give them more money in terms of like ad revenue, right? What they can market and everything. So again, I think if just Airsoft gets to a point where it's so big that platforms can't ignore it, I think that's one way, but that definitely takes some time. That's not an immediate thing that can be done, right? You're not going to be able to see the results overnight. Yeah, I think honestly just making sure that Airsoft, I think we're at a point now in terms of the way it's marketed and the way things have like kind of just the way the dominoes have fallen. The biggest thing that we can do right now, the most effective thing would be for if Airsoft gets so big that it's impossible to really ignore it. It's impossible to, really shut it down, at least at the same level. You know what I mean? Maybe it's so big and so popular and so in demand that like YouTube can't ignore it, and they're like, all right, cool. That would be the one thing. And I think it does have the potential to, because remember, it's not real firearms. Remember, Airsoft, like real firearms, there is a big distinction between the two. It's a game. It's a hobby. Children are more than welcome into this hobby as well, which, again, it's always so important that we treat kids right when they try to get into this hobby. I think that's going to be the biggest thing, man. I think that's ultimately going to be the biggest thing. I think just like paintball, it has the potential to get really, really big, but it's going to require the continued nonstop support of everyone in terms of like, just sharing it around, getting the content shared around as much as possible. Because, again, it's an uphill battle, man. It's an uphill battle. Michael Beecher, best M249 to buy right now. Ooh. Michael Beecher, that is a very, very good question. There's actually quite a few different 249s that you can get. I've always been more preferential to the Classic Army one, because that one is the, I believe that one is the OG, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that one was the first one. and then the A and K one more or less took the same design, if I'm not mistaken. That's how I remember it going, because I remember the Classic Army one being around for longer than the A and K models. But the A and K ones are not bad. It depends on what you mean by best. Were you looking for something that was just going to be good right out from the box? Were you looking for something that was, going to be more lightweight? Best is very a subjective term. As long as you're going with the A and K 249 one in terms of just upgradability, like, yeah, those are going to be solid. A and K, whether you go with the poly body or whether you go with metal bodies or the Classic Army 249s, those are always going to be a solid pick. I own the Classic Army 249, and that one is, again, that's the one that I've been using for fucking years. I've beaten and abused that thing so damn hard, right? That thing needs a lot more time, love, and care. A little bit of TLC in order to get back and running again, because I run that thing to the ground, dude. But yeah, you can pretty much go with any 249. Now, if you wanted, something that looked the best from the box, I mean, it would probably have to be the 249 Next Generation Recoil Shock from Tokyo Marui, because that thing is just so much fun. That's probably the most fun 249 you will ever have shooting. That one, I don't believe that one is currently in stock right now. Mark 46 and GRS, right? I think that one is sold. Yeah, that one's sold out right now, but this one was the best one, in my honest opinion. Yeah, it's expensive, but guess what? You're getting everything that I wanted from the original 249 on this, like in terms of how it feeds, especially the feeding system is such a big thing for me. It's so annoying how the current ones feed. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not that great. And this makes so many improvements where it's needed. But that's just my personal opinion, man. That's my personal. You can honestly go with any of them as long as they're the A and Ks or the Classic Armies. Those are probably my favorite ones right now. Just most versatile at the end of the day. All right, keep scrolling through. All right, let me scroll down the most recent comments and questions because I have a feeling there's gonna be a few more. I have a feeling there's gonna be quite a few more. Fish Stickum, yes, more Isaias boxes, more Russian Mayo and other non-M4 platforms, please. Really just AKs. I want more to get more time with and within the platform, but can never decide which brand models to pick up. Fish Stickum, yeah, man. I mean, if you want more stuff like that, yeah. I mean, in general, in AKs, if you're looking for my top 3 recommendations for AKs in terms of brands, right, that you can go with. If you wanted something that was going to be a little bit more affordable, but still give you really, really solid base platforms, and that really didn't need too much in terms of upgrading, go with an ENL. Like, go with an ENL, right? ENL, right? Especially like their Essential lineup, too. Those are always solid. We even have P pluses for them as well, especially for those. But yeah, like ENLs, these are going to be solid. Yeah, look at this one. Look at this one. Oh, hell yeah. This is one of my favorite ones. The ENL AKM Essential AAG. Yeah. Okay, so these are going to be using a standard version 3 gearbox, right? Which, again, we all know, and whether you like it or not, they're going to be shooting more accurately than a version 2. Just the way they're designed. It's just the way they're designed. Don't hate me. I'm right. But yeah, full metal construction on this bad boy. Real wood furniture. Like, these things are solid, man. These things are an absolute deal, and I would always recommend these. Especially at that, dude, $250? Bruh. That's a steal, man. And this is my favorite version. This is like top 3 favorite versions of the AK, right? Again, my personal favorite AKs in general, in terms of like design, aesthetic. AKMS, because I like the underfolding stock. AKM, traditional AKM, right? AK-47s and base, yeah, it's base same thing. Just slight differences. And then I would say maybe either, yeah, I would say an RPD. I mean, that's kind of different than a regular AK. That's a little bit different, but like still, I consider it basically. I mean, I'll say an RPK then. Fine. If it's a little too different, I'll say RPK, right? RPK 74 with the wood furniture. It's gotta have the wood furniture, man. That's my favorite versions of the AK, right? But yeah, that would probably be my favorite one. Is the AKM. You can get one. Even this one is even cheaper. $229. It's almost close to just 200 flat. Hell yeah, I'll put that one in the live chat as well so you guys can check out. That one's a steal. Yeah, again, so that Fish Stickum, if you were looking for AKs, that is always going to be like something that I recommend, especially if you're kind of on a little bit of a budget, you want to save a little bit of money. You can never go wrong with an ENL. LCT would be next on the list. LCT would be next. LCT, again, if you haven't seen our LCT video that we released last Friday, I highly recommend you go and check that out. Definitely worth a watch. And make sure you leave a like on it as well. But with that one, with LCT has been around for a long time, man. LCT has been around for a very, very long time. They have been kind of like put a name for themselves out there as like the one-to-one replica to get, especially in the Milsim scene. Because when I go to like MSW events, dude, it is like so many LCTs and like a couple of ENLs. That is like, you might find a few like old SEMAs that are out there, but like majority of them are going to be LCTs because a lot of milsimers, especially in the Rust 4 side, really want that one-to-one feel. I mean, to be fair, LCTs are made in the same damn factories the real ones are made. You know what I mean? Like it makes sense why they would want it, right? And especially now that LCT is re-releasing a lot of their stuff with the Gate Aster pre-installed and updated internals. Yeah, dude, hell yeah, you can't go wrong with an LCT, especially if you want something that's going to be like the best external build quality you can get. Yeah, it's going to be LCT hands down every single time, man. Now, if you wanted something that was going to be a little bit of both, right, that was going to offer you like pretty damn good external build quality and some like stellar, mostly focusing on the internals, mostly focusing on like the updated internals, I would say go for an Arcturus. Go for an Arcturus. Again, what can I say about Arcturus that I haven't already, right? It's the fact that, again, like no other company takes that much time to like and dedication to their shimming, right? That's such a small thing. You wouldn't think it makes a big deal, but it does, man. It absolutely does. They perform solid right from the gate, depending on which model you want. Like if you want the PE models, right? Like the ones that come included with like 13-to-1 gears, high torque motor, para and MOSFET pre-installed. Like you get these right now discounted too. Like these are fucking worth it. Especially the PP19s, the Vitias. These are cool, man. These are freaking sick, right? But they make other AKs too, for example. Like, oh yeah, let's go with this. Oh, dude, hell yeah. You can get this one for less than $300. It's normally $310. Yeah, that's another solid one. I'm gonna link that in the live chat as well. Yeah, fish chicken. That would be another solid one that I would suggest. Any of the Arcturus AKs, those are all really, really solid. You can't go wrong with those, man. You pretty much buy them, and that's it. You don't even really need to go. I mean, personally, I would say it would benefit from a unicorn barrel, but you can just leave it as is. It does come included with a 602 Type inner barrel because they're extra like that. But hey, that's the way they roll, man. They're solid. You cannot go wrong with these, especially if you want something more internal focus. And for this, honestly, this Arcturus AK1, that's E&L essential, like a price point that we're talking there. That's that price point. That's crazy. That's a steal. That is 100% a steal. Okay, let's see here. But yeah, hopefully I answered your question, dude. Finally got that mystery box today. My Spirit Mag isn't compatible with the PP9. Ooh, Jason Smith. If that's the case, DM us, Jason Smith. We might be able, we can get you taken care of, bro. We can get you taken care of. Yeah. Apologies for that. More than likely, probably we more than likely thought it was. But if that's not the case, dude, yeah, we can get you taken care of. We can 100% get you taken care of, Jason Smith. You can DM us, or if you want to, you can leave a message for us in the live chat, and we'll be able to get back to you as soon as we possibly can. I swear we chatted about it. Then we went and bought up the same stream. I was ready to get it. Then it said the Isaias mystery box was sold. Oof. Yeah, I think Joseph got the. Did you get the last one, Joseph? Did you get the last one? Yeah, you did. Bought the last mystery box before I could get it. I had to save up for that bigger mystery box because of it. One Isaias box myself, just gotta have the money for it first. No, understandable. I do try to keep it as low as I can, but again, I do want to make sure and almost guarantee that you will be getting something Gucci from my mystery box. Lance said Gen 3's polymer bodies are choice. Hell yeah, absolutely they are. So processing mentioned that one. I said that. Hail, I'm a girl, and my arms are wimpy and get tired easy. My Full Metal Classic Army M4, signed by Cisco. Nice, I have pictures. Got too heavy for me. What's a good lighting? Oh, I see, Grimsaw. I see. Yeah, Gen 3s, honestly, you cannot go wrong with that. Especially if you're looking for just like a standard AR, just a regular rifle to get you out on the play. But honestly, Gen 3s are going to be solid for sure. I think a good majority of them are going to be discounted right now. Hell yeah. If you wanted my honest recommendation as to far which one that I would recommend, depending on what length you really like, honestly, I would say you can go for the Archon. Let me see if I can get you a Helion, because I like the Helions a little bit more. Yeah, this one. Oh, wait, no, that's Black Carbon. Although that one does look really cool. Gen 3, Black, M-Lock. Yeah, this is the one that I would probably say is my personal favorite. You can either go for the Archon or you can go for a Helion or the Helion, however you like to go and say. Yeah, this is the one. Dude, look at this. Clean M-Lock rail. Like, this thing is durable. Like, Tonka tough, durable. Nylon reinforced polymer receiver. Rail system on here. You get the Delta stock on here. I like this Delta stock a lot. Very easy to access battery compartment. Again, you get the pre-installed Nebula MOSFET. 6-liter Type inner barrel rotary style hop and chamber. Quick change spring system. Literally, it's got the works of a modern rifle that you would come to expect. But this thing, it literally punches so much higher than its weight class This thing keeps up with the best of it. If not, it outperforms. It genuinely does outperform a lot of the high-end guns that exist right now. A lot of brands that we all like put on this throne, on this pedestal, now are being dethroned because this thing outperforms it very easily, right? So, just saying, if you wanted something that was going to be good and very lightweight, you cannot go wrong with the Gen 3. Absolutely, guys. You don't need to touch these at all. The only thing I would say, if anything, unicorn type or inner barrel bucking, and like that's it. Like literally, that's it. Just so you can get better consistency, a little better range as well. And that's literally it. That's literally all you got to do. But yeah, excellent question, Grimsaw. Excellent question. Let's see here. No, she's on the finish using here. So it's going to some best. Make sure. What would be a cool optic for the Cthulhu? Chris Waschenberger. That's another great question for the Cthulhu, man. It depends on how you want to mount it. If you want to mount it via Picatinny, little rail that you get, or if you wanted to use the optic plate. There's a couple RMRs that we sell on our site. I think it's really going to be a matter of individual preference, which whenever you think looks cool. I've seen some guys show up and have put. No bullshit. No bullshit. I have seen guys literally put on like full-on rifle scopes on their Cthulhus. You can if you want to. I'm not going to stop you. I mean, it looks a little weird, but hey, you know what? To each their own, man. To each their own. I think one of my personal favorite ones, if you're asking for my personal opinion, my personal favorite one's probably one of these. Yeah. This bad boy. Yeah, you don't really need the mount at that point because, again, you'll have the mount to go, right? You'll be able to just go screw in directly. Should be able to screw in. And it's on sale, $26.99. Yeah, it's not just airsoft guns that are discounted. It's tactical gear and accessories as well. So if you want to go out and deck out and build out those airsoft guns, now's the time, guys. Now is 100% the time, especially because every $50 you spend gets you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Don't miss out. Don't let these opportunities go to waste. But yeah, man, that would be the one that I would probably suggest. That would be the one that I would suggest for it. Let's see here. XR Preacher bought the biggest mystery box. Oh, yeah, that's right. I put in the request for it. It's build me that future MG LMG. When MG LMG? I mean, hey, we keep selling of the Mayo Gang MGC4s. We keep selling those bad boys, right? If we sell out, like, especially if we can, like, get, like, go to manufacturing and be like, hey, we're consistently selling out of this when we're pushing it. We need you to make this. They will listen to us. And that doesn't mean, no, I'm not. I know someone's going to say, oh, I can only buy so many Mayo Gang MGC4s. I'm saying, let people know about this gun. Let people know that this is the gun. We need to see, like, YouTube, in terms of the airsoft scene, just be flooded with videos talking about the MGC4 and how freaking amazing it is. All right, let's see. Let's make sure I'm missing anything. If I win the shopping spree, I want you to build me an LMG. Sure. If you win again, man, Maybe. I might be able to. Maybe. What's that PTS? Okay, what's that PTS Zev on SG? I like that 1911 thing. Are you talking about the Ed Brown? Ed Brown PTS Zev 1911. It's cool, man. It's a nice little compact little pistol here, little 1911 TM spec 1911, so you can find mags and parts very easily for this bad boy. Very, very cool. Just so you guys know, the optic is not included. It's not included. We just threw one on because it looked freaking cool on there. But yeah, already pre-threaded. It's going to have the lower accessory rail on there. Very interesting. I think it's called the Orion slide on there. Yeah, it's the Orion slide cuts on there on this package. It's pretty cool, man. It's a pretty cool 1911. I think it's really, really dope. And again, fully upgradable. So if you wanted to go on and put even more into it, you can. Externally, it pretty much already looks amazing. It already looks really freaking beautiful. Let's see. Might be worth getting this over order. Same, sure. Miscontrol. Answer that one. But do you go to SE Village at all? I'd love to catch you as a teammate on day. We don't really go to SE Village as often anymore. Honestly, my go-to fields, for me personally anyway, have been Wildlands Airsoft Park out in Lake Elsinore. For indoor, apologies. For indoor, I will always prefer to go to Project N1. I love the staff there. I love the guys there. I've been really cool with them for years. I love that field. I love the atmosphere. Highly recommend if you guys are local to the area, or if you guys wanted to come out and play some airsoft and indoors, I would highly recommend going to Project N1. But I'll also hit up my local field recently. I've been doing a lot of Hollywood sports. The last couple times I played, because it's like I'm like literally 8 minutes drive away from Hollywood Sports, so it's very convenient to me. And I actually used to have a bit of a problem with their old rule set, but honestly, as of late, I've been very impressed. Their rules have changed a bit to be more accommodating and be a lot more big boy friendly, if that makes any sort of sense. More big boy rules, which I like. I much prefer. It's a lot more simpler. It's a lot easier, and it's fun. It definitely is fun. Let's see here. Oh God. This is my first live. Okay, this comes from Aston Rackley. Same question posted, but didn't know the queue thing helped. It's my first live view. I've placed 2 orders in the past week. As far as the giveaway entries go, is that notified via email? No. Okay, so here's what you do to check. With the shopping spree, I'll put the link to the rules in the live chat as well. I'll put that for you guys to take advantage of too, so you can read all that for yourself as well. But that's a great question, Austin. So the orders that are entered, you're not emailed whether or not you are entered into the shopping spree giveaway. That's something that you're going to have to know, and it's going to be the same process we do every week. We've been doing it for 2 years. Every order that's placed on a Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, till the next Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, are entered into that specific shopping spree giveaway, right? They're going to be going on into the following shopping spree giveaway, right? That's how it's done. It's done by a weekly basis, right? So from one Thursday to the next Thursday, same time frame. In that time frame, those are going to be the orders that are entered. So if you placed an order last week, let's say on Tuesday, no, you were not going to be entered into this coming one. It was entered into last week's shopping spree giveaway. So, and no worries about the queue. It happens, if you, and welcome too, by the way. If this is your first live stream that you joined in, man, I'm always happy to have newer players in. I'm always happy to have new players and you guys watching the stream. That's what it's all about, man. I want everyone to be on these streams. I want all eyes on it. I just want to be able to have more people in, man. That's the biggest thing. I want to be able to get more eyes on this and let people know, hey, this is a great spot to hang out, man. This is a great spot to hang out, ask your airsoft related questions, right? This is a cool place, man. It's a cool place. And I remember, I don't bite. As for whatever, regardless of what everyone else says. Charlie AR, good. I'm looking at a gas auto. Is the F90 any good? Yes. Wanted to hear more about it. QC interviews, dude. Okay, Charlie AR. Yes, I'm gonna pull up the F90 right now, dude. Holy hell, yes. I love talking about the F90. Okay, F90, banging, bro, banging, dog. And again, discounted right now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna link that. Discounted right now, especially at it was already worth it at full retail. It is even more worth it at that discounted price right now. But again, only for the next 3 hours and some odd minutes. This bad boy was developed specifically for the Australian military. No bullshit. The KWA worked with the Australian military to develop a training rifle for them, and this was going to be based off the Lithgow Arms F90. This was only meant to be used as a training rifle. However, they had a surplus amount. This is what boys let me know from KWA. They had a surplus amount, and they were like, you know what? What if we brought these over, as an airsoft gun, for the States? And they're like, all right, cool, bet. And they did it. They put it out for the U.S., and these things work very, very well. These things are a blast. They're so much fun to use, and they're very reliable too. And the best part is they do come included with a KWA warranty. So if you have any issues, you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and let KWA know, and they will get you taken care of. They have a solid warranty, man. Solid warranty, and they have every single part that you would need in terms of OEM on their website as well. They definitely like it when you go to their site specifically for parts and for their warranty too. And you're solid. I've never had any KWA have any issues whatsoever, ever, which is really, really dope. I love to see it. Very, very cool. Got a $50 order into that cutter. Dude, awesome. Hell yeah. You got your 5 entries, man. You got your 5 entries into it as well. What's up, GI Tactical? How does the site track know if I buy anything during the live stream? So you'll have to go ahead and keep track of that yourself. You'll have to keep track of that yourself and remember whether or not you place your orders within the time frame. So remember, any $20 or greater order is automatically going to be entered, right? We look literally at the end of the week, right, when it comes to on the Thursday itself. We look at the list of all the orders that were placed. If they're $20 or more, we manually input them into our list. We manually input them into this major list, right, which has all the orders that were placed for within the time frame. So that's how you know. So you're just gonna have to know when you placed your order. You know what I mean? If an order from 2 weeks ago, is not going to be entered. So you're just gonna have to keep that in mind. All right, let's see here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Remember, guys, too, if you guys want to get even more entries, if you guys wanted to win this gun specifically, right, highly recommend you check out the 2024 Platinum Hot Releases Mystery Box, because this bad boy, only right now, normally it gets you 15. Normally it gets you 15 entries, only the duration of the stream. It's going to be getting you 20 chances, 20 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. So, again, some amazing prizes on here, some unique airsoft guns, literally the hottest releases of 2024, and you'll be able to go out and win all these bad boys for just $179. Just $179.99, and you are guaranteed to win something off this list. And even the lowest costing prize is going to be equal to the cost of the box. So it's not going to be a loss in any sort of fashion whatsoever. So don't miss out. All right, keeps going through. This is my heart on it just because of that comp. No, I hear it, Zero. I totally understand. Do you know if you'll restock the LCT AK-104S M-Lock or if they will sell the AKM M-Lock separately? I would hope that more than likely they're going to sell the M-Lock rail separately. That's what they did a while back. A lot of their furniture they did sell individually. It was all like OEM stuff, so it was very drop-in for like LCT brand stuff. What I remember, for the most part, it was like pretty compatible in terms of like other brands as well, fitting on other brand AKs. So you shouldn't have any sort of issues. It's just gonna be a matter of time waiting for them to release that M-Lock rail. That's gonna be sick, dude. That's gonna be sick when they do. Napalm 77. What is the difference between Pro Series and Polymer Gen 3 internals? Same barrel length, sex. Okay, so the Pro Line series of Lancer Tacticals, the Pro Line series is going to be using a Gen 2. There's going to be a Gen 2 series that is going to be using a metal receiver and a pre-installed ETU. It's not the one that you would get from the Gen 3, which is going to be using a poly body, but is going to be using a Nebula MOSFET, not a standard ETU. Nebula MOSFET is going to be programmable, and it is going to be, again, like I said, it's going to be using a poly body. Those are the main differences between the two. The Gen 3s, in my opinion, are going to outperform the Gen 2 Pro lines, but hey, both are solid, man. Both are really, really solid. You can't go wrong with either or. All right, keeps going through, just to make sure. Yeah, I saw that, Joseph. Hell yeah, you got your entries, and I saw you placed that big old order. Wish we had more fields on the East Coast. That would be always nice. It seems as many are dying out. Ooh, Scarecrow. That sucks, man. Again, that's why I'm saying word of mouth is the biggest weapon that we as the Airsoft community have right now in terms of going up against the pushback that we see on social media. In general, right? Because again, anytime that like Airsoft content's put out there, Instagram, Facebook, and even now YouTube to an extent is going to, especially YouTube. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, especially YouTube is throttling a lot of the content. It's not sharing it around as much as it should be because again, they just don't really want to do it. They don't really want to do it, right? It doesn't want to push it the way that it used to back in the day, which is very unfortunate, right? Because that like there was always this. Like sort of like symbiotic relationship, right? Where it was like Airsoft thrived, you know what I mean? Like on YouTube, right? It was very much a thing that like Airsofters would go to, or people that wanted to get into would turn to YouTube first, right? For Airsoft, but it is what it is. You can't really do too much at this point right now. You know, our only hope is to grow the community through word of mouth, right? That's why it's always important to make sure you leave a like on the live streams. You share the content around as much as you possibly can to everyone on all your personal social media pages too, man. That's how we do it. That's the only way to do it. Social media platforms will recognize shares. It will recognize shares. And that includes for fields too, man. That's how we get awareness for fields as well. Let's see. I got to shoot someone's also Echo 1 this past week. It's way smaller than I thought, but it packs a mean punch. Hell yeah. Let's see. Make sure I'm missing anything. Let me get this promo tomorrow. I don't know about that one, man. You got to take advantage of the promos now. For this past week, answered that one. All right, cool. Let's scroll down to the most recent comments and questions because we got like, what is that, 33 minutes left of the live stream. And remember, guys, we did have a topic for tonight as well that I was talking to you. Should Airsoft change? Is there anything in Airsoft you wish you could go ahead and change yourself, or something about it that you don't like, whether it be a personal reason or something that you think would be beneficial to the hobby as a whole? Very curious to hear what you guys have to say about that as well. Haven't been to HSP in a month or so. When you say big boy rules, did they remove the bang? Yes, they did. Acrobatics. They actually moved. They removed it a while ago. Actually, the ref that I remember playing 2-3 months ago, like early in the year I played, and yeah, man, there was no bang bang rule. Like whoever, you could be point blank and you pull the trigger first, that's who wins. If you're gonna get mad about it, you can walk off the field. That's literally what the refs told us, and I was like, all right, sweet, hell yeah. I very much prefer that. The bang bang rule, I understand why it's a thing, but I've just never been that big of a fan of it. I feel like it causes more problems, and it's more trouble than it's worth, really, at the end of the day, you know? While it does seem a little harsh to kind of put it that way, it is true, though. It is true. Like, the bang bang rule caused a lot of problems for people, especially when I had a problem with it when people would just run a corner blindly, not even look to see if there was even anyone there, and would just yell bang bang. right? They would just yell bang bang as they were running down a hall. So it was like, all right, like this is kind of lame, that kind of sucks, right? In reality, you should be able to go to just whoever gets the draw. Whoever gets the drop on the person first should be declared the winner, and that's how it is, which I much prefer. The only downside is that the games are very quick. They're mostly going to be force on force, right? Just regular team deathmatch, which again, it's fine. It's easy. It gets the games going, but I always preferred when there was more objective based gameplay. I always preferred the games to be a little bit longer. But that's just me. Again, if you're just looking for quick, fast, convenient fun, that's a good way to go. That's not a bad place to go to. It's really, yes, ordered that platinum mystery box. Let's go, ready to get in there. So, hell yeah, brother! Welcome to the family. Welcome to the familia, Austin Rackley. Welcome to the Mayo cult. Apparently, if you guys remember that, this is a lovely cult to be entered into. This is a lovely cult, man. Any Russian Cold War PP for the micro-style airsoft guns you own or being sold? I do believe we had a Makarov. Actually, I misspelled it. Makarov. We actually do have, we do have some Makarovs that are available right now. This is going to be the one that I would suggest, because the other one is not an airsoft one, it's an air pistol. It's going to be the full gas blowback in the silver right now, discounted as well. It's normally $191. It's pretty pricey, but it's discounted around at $172. That's a heck of a deal, especially for something like this. As far as PPSH, let me see here. I don't know if we do. That's a good question, actually. ESH. See if we do. Let's see if we do. We did. It's currently sold out at the moment, but we do have the Macros. We do have the Macros at this time right now. So do apologize for that, but again, Macros are going to be available right now. So I'll link that in the live chat too. I'll link that in the live chat as well. And remember, you order with this bad boy right now, you're getting 15 entries into the shopping. 15 chances of winning $500 as part of our shopping spree giveaway going on in 2 days. It's 2 days away. So get those orders in now while you guys can. Don't miss out. But yeah, good choice though. Good choice. I do like a lot of Eastern Bloc stuff as well. I do like Eastern Bloc guns too. Let's see here. Answer that one. This was an answer, you guys. What is your live stream? Okay, yes, first live stream, first time ordering for you guys. What is your live streaming schedule? Okay, so essentially we live stream almost every day. We actually live stream basically every single day. I did a live stream yesterday. I do live streams on Tuesdays, like you guys are seeing right now. I do a live stream typically on Wednesdays as well. And of course, we have the big one, the shopping spree giveaway live stream, which happens every Thursday. That happens every Thursday. Tuesdays and Thursdays are when we do the night streams. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays we have our in-store streams. Mondays and Wednesdays are Mondays and Fridays are typically more of like kind of like just a hangout session, talking with the airsoft community. I still always important to watch though, because I always give extra promotions during the streams themselves to help people out and get extra entries. Because again, I do that for you guys because I really want you guys to take advantage of it, and I really want people to win. I just want people to win the shopping spree giveaway. I want people to win the shopping spree giveaway. Maybe you don't have a whole lot of money, to be placing orders every single day. I get that. I totally get that, which is why I do those promotions, so people can take advantage of it and have even more of a chance of winning, right? So it's always important to watch those live streams. And, when you guys are in the Discord server and in the live streams, whenever we do polls about like, hey, we're working on this new project, what do you think we should do with this? We get feedback directly from the Discord server and from these live streams. That's where we get the biggest feedback from. So it always pays to be inside it. You guys, everyone watching right now that have been with us for a while, you guys have helped us develop the Mayo Gang MGC4. That MGC4 lineup is like literally developed by you guys too. We took all your recommendations, everything that you guys wanted, and tried to put together a rifle that was going to be, up to your guys' standards and give you the performance that you wanted at a price point that was still attainable. So that's all on you guys too. You guys helped us out on that a lot. But yeah, always pays to be on the live stream. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, those are going to be the night streams. Those happen from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday streams are going to be from 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 4 to 5. So, Island Tactical, actually not a good company. This comes from Hater. Interesting name. That is funny. That is a funny username. They actually are indeed I would say they are a good company. I guess it depends on what you mean by good. I would say that they are. Yeah, I would say that they are for me personally, because they offer a lot of different guns. And they offer some good quality stuff too that is going to be pretty competitive to what you see out there in terms of like what mainstream people would consider like a mid-tier or maybe even high-end airsoft gun. They can compete at that performance level too. Now obviously, are there some differences? Of course, right? But I would say this: Lance Tactical is definitely one of the brands that has been one of the best brands out there that has really helped get more people into this hobby than any other company out there because of what they are offering them. I would say Specna Arms are probably like two of the most like affordable and like best priced and like competitive performance AEGs that you can get out there, really, at the end of the day, right? That are really helping get more and more people into this hobby. Not just kids, anyone, right? That maybe just doesn't have a whole lot of money, but still wants something that's going to be good. Yeah, I would say that they are indeed. Let's see here. You can play in the backyard with homies for free. That's true. You can always do that. That's always fun. You can always play in the backyard. The problem is that a lot of people, some people do live in apartments. And that wouldn't be good. I mean, that would be cool if you were able to like get in an entire abandoned apartment complex, play airsoft there. Oh, that'd be so fucking cool. That'd be so freaking sick. But realistically, you can't play in like apartment complexes, or maybe your backyard is just a little bit small, and you definitely don't want to be playing out in your front yard. You definitely don't want to be doing that. But if you have enough land, like Francisco, if you have a lot of land to yourself, or know someone who has access to like a private lot or something, right, where it's away from prying eyes, it's your own property, by all means, man, hell yeah, that's a great way to go ahead and get more people involved in it. You let people know, hey, we're doing airsofting here, right? We're just charging like $5 just so that we can all pull together some money for like pizza at the end of the day, right? That's how you do it, man. That's how you start your fields. That's how you literally start them off. All right, keeps going through. Is there any ways I can play airsoft at fields without having to pay $30 every time my field charges that? I mean, while it can be a little bit pricey, I would say this: the $30 is going towards the field being there. They are a business. They do have to charge money, and they have employees that they have to, be able to pay and give a paycheck to, right? Things do cost money. I would say if you are looking for it, maybe see if there's a way, TripZip, to see if there's any sort of like membership that you can join up for. Maybe there's like an annual pass that you can pay for, where it is going to be a lot of money at first, but you get to play as many times you like. I know some fields actually do offer that. They'll offer passes, like annual passes, or maybe they'll offer certain different tier levels of that as well. Maybe see if there's a way you can go ahead and do that, Trips. If there's a way you can do it and do a like an annual pass or something, or like an annual fee. That way you can just come in as much as you would like. I would say that's one way to do it. And yeah, like Francisco was saying, you can always play in your backyard too if you have a space, or if you ask around. Maybe there is someone in your area that also, or there's like little Facebook groups or something like that that people have. Just talk to people on the field and see what they do, and you can usually find maybe there's like that one guy that owns a lot of property, right? And it's like, hey, I have a lot of land. We can go ahead and use whatever we want for it. That's how you do it, man. Those games can also be really, really fun too, from what I've been hearing. I really wish I had more of that experience when I was growing up playing. Big boy, what's a good beginner AK? 120 to 150. Looking to get into AKs. Ooh, 120 to 150. I'm not going to lie, big boy, your options are indeed limited for what I would genuinely recommend. But for me, what I would say, go with the double bell AK. Double bell AK. That's going to be your best bet, honestly, for that price point. For like 120 to 125, yeah, I would say go for this one. If you want to save a little bit of money, yeah, perfect. It's normally retails for $139. It's discounted right now to $125. This is going to be your best bet. Big boy, there you go. There you go, big boy. There you go. There you go. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Again, these are going to be using a full metal receiver. This one is going to be using forward, but it still feels solid, man. Side folding stock. Again, 74. It's a solid AK-74U. Standard version 3 gearbox. You can upgrade the shit out of this, but these perform solid out the box. You can go and definitely throw in some, maybe a Type 4 Unicorn inner barrel and bucking setup, and you are solid, man. You are solid. And again, version 3s are just built very, very well. They are very, very robust. So this would be one that I would highly recommend. But there's other models too. You can look up all the double bell models for yourself and see which one works. If you were looking for something even cheaper, if you wanted like a classic 74, you can go with one of these bad boys, right? Normally goes for 166. It's discounted to 150. That's pretty damn good. But again, it just depends on what sort of AK specifically you're looking for. But any of those, I would highly recommend. You are getting a pretty big deal you're getting a lot of gun for a good steal, man. For a good deal right there. All right, keeps going through. Answer that one. Clayton Peralta, how does the mystery box work with shipping? Do you have to pay for the mystery box and shipping? Just wondering. It depends on the mystery box. There are some mystery boxes that do come included with free UPS ground shipping. Now, if you do want expedited shipping, like 3-day select, 2-day, or next day air, definitely you're gonna have to pay for that. There is no way around that. The expedited shipping is expedited shipping. That is a service you are paying for. But yeah, like some mystery boxes do come included with free UPS ground shipping. Okay, let's see here. Make sure to miss anything. Keep scrolling through. Sigma joined. What the heck are you doing here, dog? What the heck you doing here? You checking in, boo-boo? Checking in? New here. What is LCT? LCT is a brand. Yeah, it's a brand of airsoft guns yeah, man, they've been around for a long time. They've been around for quite a while. Made quite a big name for themselves, especially in the Milsim scene, the Milsim community. Because, again, their guns are just they're like literally the one-to-one replica to get. The one-to-one replica to get if you wanted something that was going to be like an actual, like as close to the real thing as you can get in terms of AEGs, especially for like Eastern Bloc guns. That's what you would go with, right? If you wanted an AK that was going to look the part and feel the part, especially if you were in like a Milsim event where you have like a pretty hardcore like sort of like atmosphere, right? An immersion factor going on, then that's what you would go with. That's what you would go with. Yeah, I love those. I love those too. I love LCTs. Need more P90s. Yeah, this thing, we used to have a lot of P90s, but the problem was, again, like magazines for them, man. And this is coming from someone who I own a P90. I own a P90, and so I can speak to this as well. Owning a P90 is cool, right? But man, oh man, magazines, man. Like sometimes some of the mags you get out there that you would expect would fit no problem, either have a little bit of a hard time fitting in. You got to modify the magazines, which on its own isn't the worst. But then feeding, sometimes they don't feed really well depending on the brand of P90 you go with, right? Doesn't always work that way, and it sucks too. It absolutely freaking sucks. Because they should all work, right? But it is what it is, man. But I do get what you're saying. I do get where you're coming from. P90s are such a vibe, dude. Like, I love P90s. I think they're freaking dope, and I definitely wish that they would make a comeback and companies would come out with decent magazines for them. But especially because the gearboxes are so easy to access, man. It's such an easy gearbox to get to, But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Charlie AR, what's the best performance AEG out the box today? Ominous French laughing. I would say, if I'm being honest with you, airsofter to airsofter. No bullshit. It's the MGC4, man. It's 100% the Mayo Gang MGC4. Like, I struggle to this day, even though this has been out for a little while, I struggle to this day to find any gun realistically in that price point that can compete at its level. This thing outperforms so many previous like kings in terms of like airsoft like models that exist out there, right? This thing outperforms it so, and it's such a affordable and attainable price point. You are getting a quality gearbox that has components that we intentionally put in there, right? This was a gun built by airsofters for airsofters, right? This was meant to give you a blank, a pretty easy on the eyes aesthetic, right? Very clean, very minimalist, but was going to give you so much internally. Nebula MOSFET, right? We are talking, even though it is having a 16-to-1 gear set with that high-torque motor, because of the way it's been like tuned, this thing shoots faster than some 16-to-1 builds. It's insane. It's so freaking cool. Shoots fast, right? Shoots accurate. It looks cool. Like, that is literally the big top 3 that we wanted with this bad boy. So any one of these, whether you go with the longer Mark II or the shorter Mark I series, you honestly are not going to go wrong. Again, I will link that in the live chat for you guys to go and take advantage of as well, right, as you guys can look at. And again, ordering these bad boys right now, that's 30 chances. That's 30 entries into this week's shopping spree giveaway for $500. Insane. Absolutely insane. Guys, we got, where's that? 18 minutes. We got 18 minutes left of the live stream. So make sure to go ahead and ask away your airsoft related question. Take advantage of the promotions going on. We've only had a few people taking advantage and getting those orders in. Remember, every $50 you spend will be getting you 5 entries into the giveaway going on this Thursday. And remember, you order yourself a 2024 Platinum Hot Releases mystery box. This bad boy right here. This shit right here will be getting you 20 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. But only during the duration of the stream. Only during this live stream. That is it. Any other time you order it will only be getting you 15, which is still a lot, which is still a damn good amount of entries. But I'm just saying, you might as well take advantage of every opportunity you are given. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So shoot your shot right now, man. Shoot your shot. Let's see here. Make sure you're missing anything. Flood Cutter with subs. Do it. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Make his channel grow. Absolutely, absolutely. Now that I have to my SR25 and another project finishing up, new video dropping soon. Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Looking forward to that one. Make sure I'm missing anything. Okay, answer that one. Answer that one. All right, scroll the most recent comments and questions. Make sure I'm missing anything. What G number with wood furniture? Do you mean G3 with wood furniture? P90 or PSG grip and appropriate scope is something I want on my wall. Ooh, now you're talking, Cutter. Now we're talking. Black Bricks. I have $54 in my gift voucher thanks to Casper. What should I do? Should I save it and wait? I'm just saying, you might as well place your orders now, Black Brick. I mean, I'm not gonna force you either way, but I am saying, it'd be wise to go and get your entries in now while you can. It'd be wise to get your entries in now. Actually, if you applied that towards your Platinum Mystery Box, you'd be getting a hell of a deal, man. You'd be getting one hell of a deal, right? You get $54 off this mystery box. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And at that point, you are literally going to be winning no matter what you get. So I'm just saying, I would do that. I would do the Platinum Mystery Box with that Black Brick. But that's just me. That's just me. But yeah, G3s in general, yeah, G3s are beautiful, man. G3s are beautiful. Where does shipping come from? We are based out in SoCal. We are based out in Southern California, my guy. But if you're looking for G3s, we have G3s as well, my guy. Depends on what type of G3 you're looking for, but we got a couple different models and versions available in a variety of price points. I think the lowest one goes for, oh God, I think the lowest one's going to be like 2 something right now. Let's see here, G3. Yeah, there's going to be a couple different versions of G3. LCT is going to have a few. The Classic Army one, I think, is honestly a sleeper, in my opinion. It's a sleeper build on this one. These things are sick. But yeah, there's a couple different versions of the G3 that you can get for yourself. Let's go LC3. I think that was what they called it. Yeah, you can go with the LCT ones if you want like solid built ones too. You can get a couple different models of those as well. It just depends on which one you're looking for and what you're looking to do with it. But yeah, we got G3s, man. We got you covered. We got you, boo-boo. All right, keep scrolling through. Let's just see here. Chef Patakage, what's going on? Good to see you again, dude. Good to see you again as well. I just provide support fire. Like a true battle buddy. Might stream tomorrow, Black Brick. Depending on the time, I might be able to watch it. As long as it's not during work hours. Because during work, I am incredibly busy. So I don't usually have time to watch anything during work hours. It's got to be like after work, then I'll be able to go and take a look at it. It's got to be after work I'll be able to take a look at. Let's keep going through. Make sure this thing I have called Warzone. I can do online games. Nice. I've helped a lot of people starting out on there. Let's see, Barbecue Stitch has been dealing with personal issues lately. He does drop in periodically though. Yeah, honestly, I miss Stitch, dude. I understand he's got he's got his own stuff that he's got to work through, and I completely understand that. I wish him nothing but the best. Hopefully he feels better. Because honestly, I just miss him, dude. I genuinely do miss having him on. He was such a good guy, such a really, really sweet dude to hang out with. Cutter, if you were watching, he's the one that actually let me know about what you were going through at the time, right before you got your MGC4, and that's where we kind of put all that get well card that we all put together. Like that, he was the one that let me know. So he's a really, really good dude. Hopefully he'll be able to come back on the stream. It'd be very, very fun, very, very cool to have him back. But hey, just wish him nothing but the best, man. Nothing but love for him. All right. The ATF might be wildly confused if a lot of these come in the mail. Here's the thing, man. We actually did we did a short a little while ago. I think it was about a year ago, where Cisco was playing the ATF agent. Dude, it was so funny. He was playing the ATF agent. He just had like a little piece of paper that was duct taped to his hat, and it said ATF. And I had an airsoft gun with me, and he's coming up with all these bullshit citations from me. He's like, oh, what is that? SBR? Short, you're in trouble now, but that's a felony right there. What is that? Oh, pistol grip, no bullet button? That's a felony right there. Like, all these random ass, charges, right? And I'm just standing there looking at him, and I'm like, dude, it's airsoft. And he stops dead in his tracks, and he throws his paper away, and he walks off. He's so frustrated. He was getting his jollies so much. He was getting so freaking worked up, right? And so into it, I'm going to give this guy so many years in prison, right? All these citations, all these tickets and shit, right? Little did he know it was airsoft. And when I told him, he was so disappointed. That was such a funny skit, dude. I loved that one. That was so good. Let's see, make sure I'm missing anything. I'm gonna say it. MP5 is pretty cool in my opinion. Yeah, dude, you're not wrong. The MP5 is dope. MP5 is a really, really cool platform. It's iconic as fuck, dude. Like, it's been around for such a long time. You know, it's such a. It literally, that's the best way to describe it. Iconic. It is such an iconic symbol of, like, you know, the Cold War, right? The later years of the Cold War and going up, right? And it, like, it's embedded itself too in, like, Hollywood and in cinema as well. SMGs in general actually have always been kind of like very easy to gain sort of like stardom in Hollywood, in my honest opinion. Because again, you look at a lot of like World War II movies, right? The number one gun that was the most popular for it, right? Especially what you would see on movie posters is the MP40. It was small, compact, lightweight, and it kind of demanded a little bit of authority too, you know? And I feel like the MP5 kind of has that same sort of vibe where it's like it looks clean, it looks professional. You know what I mean? But it's small enough and it's portable enough that like it can find itself in the hands of anyone, right? And again, I think the biggest like example, you look at any 80s, 90s action movies, right? They were everywhere. Even the early 2000s, even to this day, you'll still find plenty of MP5s in use. They're just that iconic. They're just cool. And thankfully, we sell a ton of MP5s too. MP5, right? You can find a variety of different MP5s that are available on Airsoft. Yeah. Again, my biggest problem with them would probably be the fact that, again, their magazines aren't necessarily the best depending on the brand you buy. And mid caps are always hard to find for these bad boys. But hey, you know what? They're solid, man. You cannot go wrong with a cool little MP5. All right, let's see here. Let's make sure anything. Tarkov. I think I'll get that Makarov. Do you sell grenades, reusable, and gas? Yes, we do sell grenades. We do indeed sell grenades as well. Grenades. Oh, God, my throat. Grenades as well are going to be something that you can find. Did I spell that right? I think I spelled that right. Yeah, you can find some like more grenades on there as well. And we have more as well. Actually, yeah, see. Yeah, no, yeah, I definitely spelled it right. Grenades. There you go. You can also just type in grenade, singular. And that should show up. Waiting for that to load. Waiting for that to load. Or waiting for that to load. There you go. Right? Yeah, just type in grenade. If you're looking for a reusable gas one, you can use the detonator impact grenades. These are really, really cool. We also have the 40 mic style ones, right? Again, the ones that you load up into an actual launcher. Those are pretty sweet too. If your field does allow for pyro, we do have the Enola Gaze as well. That is another option that we do carry. If you wanted 203s, we do have those as well. That one's actually discounted right now. Holy crap. Hell yeah. Yeah, you can get this bad boy discounted right now for $92.70. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Right, but yeah, we sell grenades. And if you wanted something really, really cheap that was pretty inexpensive, you can go with these spring-powered ones. These are fun, too. A lot of fields will actually say, hey, as long as you throw a grenade, if you're within 5 feet or something, whatever the rules might be, it still counts as a kill, even if you're not hit by the grenade or by the BBs inside of it, right? Very easy to use. And if you lose it, it's not that expensive. You know, it's like, oh, well, you know? But yeah, we sell plenty of grenades as well. But yeah, man, get yourself that Makarov. I would say do it before the end of the stream. You got 9 minutes before we come to a close, and the promotion is over. So again, every $50 you spend right now on an order will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. So order now while you guys can. All right, keep through. Make sure I don't miss anything. Make sure what I missed. So it's helping someone Discord text me like I do. That is sick. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Just heads up, if you go specific refs, we've played objectives like Buddy, agreed, I'm there to get shot. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. Like, why are you going to get mad? Like, why do people get mad if you're getting shot at an airsoft field? Like, again, I get it. Maybe you already raised your hand up once and you're walking away to the dead box. If you get hit a couple times on the way too, hey, you know what? Maybe you should have a dead rag on you. Maybe you should have your hands up much higher. You know, and shit happens. You know, it's airsoft. Why are you going to get mad that you're getting shot? You know, that's what we're paying for. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I see some people get mad about that. Something that should change is players not turning in lost gear from the field. I've had 4 of my Thunderbeat core grenades stolen. Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's more of the player base itself. There are just some bad apples, man. There's just some bad eggs out there that, for whatever reasons, and I think this is something that was a big pet peeve that I actually talked about in yesterday's live stream. People that steal. I fucking hate that, dude. Like, here's the thing. Like I've said before, if I see a person stealing from a department store and they happen to be stealing baby formula, diapers, water, food, you know, things that people need to survive, I don't condone it, but I also understand it, and I have a lot more sympathy for it. And yeah, it is what it is, man. Like, people gotta eat. People gotta eat. You know, like that's one thing. Airsoft, really? You're gonna steal someone's like pride and joy, like something that makes them happy? You don't need this. You go out of your way to steal that, right? Especially if it's like gear or guns, even whole guns. I've seen people, try to walk off before. Thankfully, refs have been able to catch it, but other times not so much, right? Players weren't so lucky. So I'm just saying, right? Like, that is one thing that I definitely hate to see. I hate to see that. If you see anyone like that, report them to the refs, report them to the staff immediately. Don't try to confront them yourself. That's definitely a liability thing. Just let the staff know and when it's happening. Like, let them know, hey, I think this guy's stealing this guy's shit, right? They will deal with it. Damn, I was there back in Feb, and there was a 50-foot or 5-foot rule. Time to head back. So, yeah. When I played it, there was no like issue with like, you 5-foot minimum gauge. Like, no, there was none of that. I always prefer no bang, or always prefer the no MED, right? Minimum gauge distance is just causing so much more of an issue than what it's really worth. What upgrade should I do to make the intros to my ARP9? I play Speedsoft. I have the Perun ETU++, and a higher torque motor. Anything else, really? Honestly, at that point, I don't think you really need anything else more at that point. For their average player, Ryan, I think that's like you pretty much got everything set, if not more so, right? If you're playing more Speaky B indoors, like there's really not much of a point to do anything else at that point because you already have a gun that shoots fast, right? I mean, granted, if your field does allow for full auto, then that's one thing. But in general, like going faster doesn't really do anything at that point. I don't really think it's going to really increase your performance per se, like overall, like in, how many kills you're able to get at the end of the day if you're trying to be competitive. It doesn't really seem to really do much. I mean, I would say focus mostly on like externals now at that point. If you don't already have a trace unit or a flashlight, they'll go for one of those, foregrip or something, maybe that. A sling, maybe, if you don't already rock one. Those would be the things I would suggest. I think at that point, you pretty much are done with that build, man. I would say maybe time to start a new build. It's entirely up to you and preferential thing. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm caught up on all those. Scroll the most recent comments and questions. Make sure I'm not missing anything. See here. Yeah, you got like 5 minutes left, guys. Last 5 minutes of the stream. Get those orders in now while you guys can. Every $50 you spend gets you 5 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway. Spend $50, that's 5 chances. $100, that's 10. $150, that's 15. $200, that's 20. So forth and so forth and so forth. Multiples of 50. You guys get it, right? And you order yourself a 2024 Platinum Hot Releases mystery box. That's getting you 20, but only for the duration of the stream. Normally it gets you 15. Right now it gets you 20, but literally that's it. The last 6 minutes now. The last 6 minutes. Get your hustle up. I have Gen 3 Lance Tactical SPR. What attach should I get first? Trace unit, foregrip, red dot. I play at HSP. First thing that you should be getting. This is the first 3, and you can tackle this in any which way you want. Foregrip, sling, and then an optic. Those are the top 3. I would say if you're playing at HSP, some of the fields are a little bit bigger. Get a sling first, then get an optic, then get a foregrip. That's just me personally. That's what I would suggest. Thankfully, there are plenty of options for you, man. Plenty of options for you. Oh, hell yeah. I got my bigger wins mystery box today. I got my double bell AK-74U airsoft rifle. Hell yeah, with retractable folding stock. Pretty sick and dope that I got the type of gun I asked for. Hey, Evan, that's what's up, man. Again, we try our best to grant everyone's wish, man. We genuinely do try our best to grant everyone's request. If it's possible, we're going to do it, man. We're going to do it. If it's possible, if we can do it, we can do it. Yes. Just let me steal a knife for your Steyr. What the hell? Yeah, you're literally paying to get shot, lil Black. That's what I'm saying, Black Rick. That's what I'm saying. You're literally paying to get shot. Why are you getting mad? Why are you mad? If you see someone steal food, no, you didn't. That's what's up. You know what I'm talking about, Cutter. You know what I'm talking about. If I see someone, especially if I see like a mom, right, or like someone like stealing like baby formula or something or diapers, I didn't see it. I didn't see that. I don't know what you're talking about. Isaias, drink some water. I have been, man. I have been drinking water. I don't know, man. Ever since I got sick that one time, the cough never really went away. I don't feel sick. I feel fine. It's just the cough. It never 100% went away. I'm going to reel you. Okay, that's that one. I bought a Scarlet 47 from KWA and also just purchased a Titan 2 to throw it in it. Any other upgrades besides the inner barrel and bucking? Calamity hypers. Depends on what you really want to do. I mean, if you want to go ahead and shoot faster, then I would say, change the gear set out. But at that point, I would say maybe change out the piston, right, for something a little bit more durable. Right? It really depends on what you're trying to go for. I think at that point, you're pretty much set. I mean, some people would say like maybe put like a tunable trigger, You know what I mean? That's if that's what you want to do, I'd say go for it. Again, in my honest opinion, I've always believed that the KWAs, especially KWAs, have always been you buy it and leave it alone. It's perfect. It doesn't need anything. Maybe the bucking in a barrel, but that's it, right? But that's literally every airsoft gun could benefit from the bucking in a barrel upgrade. But for that one, for me personally, I've never really felt the need to, especially with KWAs. But if you wanted to, yeah, man, I would say go for it. But again, depends on what performance you were expecting out of it. Again, did you want to turn this, the Scarlet 47 somehow into like a long range SPR type of build? Hey, go for it. If you wanted to turn it into, using it for Speed QB, does your field allow for full auto, and you want to do a high speed build? That's something you can do as well. But again, it really depends on what specifically you're trying to go for, because there's so many different ways to upgrade it. Depends on what you're hoping for in the end. Love Cold War era and World War II and even World War I weaponry. That's what I'm saying, dude. Hell yeah, dude. A man of culture and taste. I see. I also do love my historical stuff. I love Cold War and even World War II stuff. I really do like as well. Cold War as well. I actually am a big enthusiast of the history nerd for the Rhodesian Bush War. That whole era and time just seems kind of like a lost to time, literally. Not too many people talk about it. I have a whole Rhodesian freaking Sealess Scouts loadout and everything. I have the FAL2 painted in the baby poop camo. I love that thing. It is definitely not the best gun. It's actually one of the worst guns in my collection. But hey, it's fun and it's a vibe. It is indeed a vibe. All right, make sure you don't miss anything. It's not legal. It would attack me. What are you talking about? What time is your work hours? I work the same time as GI, regular operating hours, so it's going to be from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But even then, sometimes I do end up staying later just because I got to get some other stuff done. Part of the perks of being, in a position of power, but it is what it is. All right, guys, it is going to be it for this live stream. Guys, big shout out to everyone. Big shout out to everyone that tuned in for this live stream. It means the absolute world to me that you guys chose to spend your free time hanging out with myself and the rest of the Mayo Gang. And big shout out to everyone that did place their orders and got the extra entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Y'all are smart. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know that this is going to be the best way for you to increase your odds of winning that $500 prize pot all for yourself. Again, guys, it's been absolutely real. If you guys still want to get extra entries in the shopping spree giveaway, you still can. Order yourself a 2024 Platinum Hot Releases mystery box. You can still get 15 chances. That's a lot of chances of winning the prize pot going on this Thursday, $500. So don't miss out. Get those orders in now while you guys can. We have a bunch of discounted items as well. Bunch of sale items that are going to be expiring at the end of the night. So get those orders in while you guys can before it's too late. Guys, big shout out to everyone that watched. Whether you're a first-time viewer, is your 1200th live stream that you've caught with us, it still means the absolute world to me that you guys chose to spend your free time hanging out with myself and the rest of the Mayo Gang. Again, I hope that we can go ahead and continue growing this live stream, but I need your help to do it. Let's get all eyes on these streams. Let's share this around with as many people as possible. Make sure to leave a like on the live stream as well. And if you want to continue supporting Airsoft GI, you want us to continue doing this, make sure to get all your Airsoft goodies from us. We're the only Airsoft retailer that awards you $20 plus order with a chance of winning a shopping spree giveaway. My name is Isaias.